out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kop-Ish.
Yes, people, big up yourselves each and every time. It's your boy Drift. Welcome back to the Kall-In show. It's the end of the month. You already know what time it is. And we are here. Apologies for the delays. Couple things come up. And because it's me on my own today, I wasn't able to let it slide. So, I had to push the show back a little bit. Appreciate the patience, everyone. Big up everyone who's been in the chat the whole time. Yeah, man. We're gonna have some conversations tonight. We'll try and keep the time down as well, guys, to give everyone a chance to get on. You know what I mean? But we're here. We're here. I can see from the chat that there was big up everyone who's jumping in, by the way, and giving a big up your damn selves. Yeah, I can see a couple of people talking about Trent earlier on in the chat as well. So I'm sure it's probably going to be a subject at some point come up. I don't really know how much more we can talk about it or what more else there is to really say about it, but I'm sure somebody's going to want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But no, big up everyone. I see you all in the chat. Love people. Big up your damn selves every time. I'm going to post the link now. Get you guys involved. But yeah, let me take this opportunity as well to let you guys know I will be doing the FA Cup game tomorrow, which I think is going to be a big game between Brighton and Forest. That should be a banger, man. Should be a really enjoyable one. So I'm just going to drop the link in the chat right now to let everybody know where they can find me for that one. So the link is now in the chat, guys, if you want to get over. Remember that link tomorrow at, is it 3:00 if I'm not mistaken, for the FA Cup game. So that should be a good one, man. So hopefully see you all there. Right, we got the people in the back. Let's keep it moving. Let me start. First caller, Josh, you ready, bro? Cool. Welcome, brother. What's going on, man?
How are you? You okay?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Man, like the Oracle Drifty. Some of your takes are crazy, you know that. And you know what the weirdest thing is? They're so accurate. I'll never forget Fabinho's going to play centre-back. Everyone laughed at you. Everyone said, no, you're talking rubbish. You're talking rubbish. Literally 2 games later, he was playing at centre-back in a League Cup game against Lincoln. What the hell is going on?
Remember they thought I was crazy when I said that Robertson would play a centre-back, bro.
The more I watch Kopish, the more I realize when Drifty says something, just pray that he's wrong. Because it's scary, man. You're scaring me, dude. You're actually scaring me.
Well, what's good, though, man? They've been blessed.
No, what was I going to say? Yeah, on the Trent stuff, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. You know what it is? I don't personally blame him. Like, I think he's a snake, but I don't really blame him because, like, look, you got dreams and stuff, but it's just the manner in which you've done it. But at the same time, you can't sign a contract because you know those gentlemen's agreements don't really work. Because look what happened to Harry Kane. He was forced to stay an extra year or 2 years. 1 sec. Just woke up my missus.
We've all been there, brother. We've all been there.
Thin walls, man. What can you do? But my angle is what bothers me is the fact that what bothers me is the fact that we're losing 3 players for free. That's fine, but we didn't do any business last summer. We need a left back, a central midfielder, and a striker. And we've got.
And that's before they go.
That's my point, and that's not changed. So you have that. That's 6 players that we need to bring in, plus a goalkeeper's coming in as well. So that's 7 players. Like, that's too much to do. Even if you do get all those players in, like, how are you going to integrate them all?
It's a lot. It's a lot.
That's the thing for me. That's the one thing that really bothers me about this whole situation. If we'd signed those players, Trent goes for free. Okay, yeah, we were angry at him, but it's just less work to be done. But this is the club, innit? It is what it is. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand it's a self-sustaining model, but I feel like the club also take liberties. Like, they literally take liberties and they just run PR constantly to try and, like, what's the word? Manage expectations.
Yeah, it's no, bro. It's too real, man. It's too real. We have owners that think that we can do nothing and still be successful. We have owners that think that the manager can work miracles. But again, on the Trent thing, yeah, you can want to go abroad. So I agree with you on that one. But there's just a part of me, bro, that just thinks you've shirked the responsibility of a Scouser, which just unfortunately you can't. And I just think that he's gone about it the wrong way. Like, if you wanted out, then you should have tried to get out where Liverpool got something out of it. And that's the part, like, running down your contract to walk away for free. That it's unforgivable for me. But
yeah, I agree with that. But I would word it a different way. It's more like this for me. I wouldn't say like, because the way you're saying it, kind of like you're forcing responsibility on them. But I get where you're coming from, yeah. But I'll word it a different way. Put it like this, yeah. I mean, we're a little bit older now, right? So it's kind of different for us. But what would you give to be in his position? How much would you give to be a kid that grew up in the city, supported the club, went through the academy from like what? He's been at the club for like 20 odd years or something now. Something ridiculous like that. And look, put it like this, even if VVD signs a contract, he's going to be leaving in 2 years. In 2 years' time, you're still going to be in your peak. You're going to be captaining the club. Pre-season games, European games, Premier League games. You're going to be the captain of the football club. You're the face of the football club. What would you give for that opportunity as a fan? And you've just gone, nah, I'd rather go to Madrid with Bellingham. Like, that's the biggest disrespect for me. And do you know what's crazy? Who said that Curtis Jones would be a good captain? Was it you and Cal?
It's me and Cal, yeah.
Do you know how crazy that foreshadowing is? You know what's mad, yeah? You know what one thing I will say that I've noticed this season, yeah, is, you know, certain games, you see the way Curtis behaves on the pitch, the way he's like shouting at players to come and track back. Never seen Trent do that before. Ever. Never seen Trent tell other players where to do, what to do, where to stand. I remember that Chelsea game, yeah, at Anfield, like Curtis was literally, telling players, like, go pick up this guy. Like, he was running back, telling players to come back with him, you know, organizing the team. This is a player that some people don't even rate. And look at the stuff that he does. He's only on 30,000, 40,000 a week. Yeah. And he's technically competent as well.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying, brother. If anyone had watched Jones in the unders, he was amazing, bro, in the unders. In terms of his captaincy, his performances, his consistency. Yeah, he hasn't been able to step up to the first team quite in the same way, but you don't lose the leadership, I think. Do you get what I mean? You just grow into it more. Trent was never a leader. Trent just got it out of default, really, if we're being honest. Like,
he's just super talented.
Yeah, he's not more of a leader than Robbo. He's not more of a leader than Salah. He's not more of a leader than Alisson. There are a lot better leaders in our squad than Trent. But he just got the captains. He got the vice captaincy because he's Scouse. And then he hasn't even respected that because he's leaving. You know what I mean? So it's like, it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
It's just a mad disrespect.
It is, man. It is. But G, love as always, bruv. Let me get the next caller on. And
take care, man. Thank you for having me on as always, bro. Like,
yeah, man. Man, big up yourself as always, G.
Take care, man.
Till next time, man. Big up, G. Big up. Right, let me get the next caller on. Big up yourself, Tom. We got the legend in the building. Big up yourself, bro. Big up everyone else in the chat as well. Make sure you lot are smashing the like button, subscribing if you're new, and all that good stuff. Hope everyone is blessed. Right, let me bring on the next caller. Sadiq, you there, my bro? Sadiq, you there, bro?
I'm there.
Yeah. Welcome, G.
I'm all right, man. I'm at work still. Supposed to be my day off and I think got called in. But anyway, extra money, I can't complain. Yeah, flipping. I'm working the weekend, so I've got to do Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's my proper shift. And I'm supposed to have Thursday and Friday off, and then I got a call late Thursday afternoon asking me, bruv, I need to take this day off tomorrow. Can you cover me? And someone else is on holiday, so that person can't do it. I just like said to my missus, like, babe, sorry, but I've been called into work tomorrow, man. I'll be like, she's like, but she just got back from Spain on Wednesday. She took the boy. so I had the whole yard to myself for like a week, which was great. It was absolutely great. Fly on my drone, PlayStation, watching you guys on my 65-inch TV, and then come back. And she comes back, and then I was like, oh, great. I'll cook for her, so she didn't have to do anything because she's been, not a long flight, but you know what I mean. And then, then today get called in. So anyway,
that's how life goes, bro.
Yeah, I know, bro. I know, and it's bills got to be paid, bro. So yeah, I do want to talk about Trent because I'm on another WhatsApp group. I'm on a WhatsApp group with you guys, funny enough. But I'm on another WhatsApp group with all my schoolmates who have support Liverpool, and there was a big hoo-de-ha between one of my pals, they'll probably be watching this, and another pal, both went to school with them. And but one guy is basically you, and one guy is sort of Cal. One he's upset, but he's calm. He's calm about it. Another guy is cussing and saying, "Do you know what I mean? He's a rat." And my take is this, and I think it's because I'm older and I don't get as emotionally involved with the game as I once did. Do you know what I mean? Because if you sit there and you think about it, the years you supported Liverpool, look how many greats we've let go. Watch how many people we've got. Do you know what I mean? The Gerrards, the Manes, the Coutinhos. Do you know what I mean? We've let a lot of people go. Do you know what I mean? Torres. Do you know what I mean? Origi. Do you know what I mean? And we're a supporter of the club, right? And as much as it would have been great for Trent to stay and Trent to, or got some money for him, we can't. I'm not gonna say we can't begrudge him. We can hold our resentment towards him, but it's his decision. It's not our decision. Do you know what I mean? We can't put a gun to his head and force him to stay at the club. Do you know what I mean? If he doesn't want to play for the club, he doesn't want to play for the club. As sad as that is. Do you know what I mean? How we feel about it is how we feel. But I just think, like, at the end of the day, like, we'll move on. We'll get another right back. Do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I'll be interested. I'll be watching his career at Real Madrid with some interest. Don't get me wrong. But like, as far as I'm concerned, he can go. He can go with my blessing. It's no biggie. Do you know what I mean? And we'll go again. Do you know what I mean? We always have. We always have. It's like, it's like getting dumped by a girl. At the moment, you're pissed about it and you're vexed and like, bunner, man, her family, and then you get the next thing and it's just like, forget that. Do you know what I mean? We'll get over it. Do you know what I mean? We'll
I
get
hear
over
you.
it.
I hear you. But I mean, if
it just
that
burns
girl,
now.
Yeah, but if that girl cheated on you, even though you'd get over it, you'd still have a resentment towards her. Do you see what I'm saying? Regardless
100%.
of. Because you're right, we will move on, bro. I've said this before, and people might think I'm being over the top when I say this, but I think give him 6 to 12 months to really get used to the role. And I think Bradley will be just as good of a right back, just in a different way. Like, he's never going to have that creativity. Yeah. Nobody's going to be Trent. We'll never see that again, I think. I don't reckon we're going to see another Trent unless, like, a team deliberately mold a Kevin De Bruyne, 17-year-old Kevin De Bruyne into a right back now to deliberately remake what Trent is. I don't really think we'll ever see another Trent. So we're not going to be able to replace him in that way. But I think Bradley is so good overall that I think it'll balance out and I think he'll be fine. If he can get over his injury issues, I think we'll be fine with Bradley at right back. I really do. But it doesn't take away from what Trent's done. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, and I think Konza as well. Do you know what I mean? In the Champions League game, do you know what I mean? Like, when we brought Konza on, he was bombing up, he almost scored. Do you know what I mean? I just think we'll be all right. It's just, as I said, it hurts now. It hurts now, and it's like the worst kept secret in football history. We always knew what FSG need to do, as I said, is tight. Because I was chatting to my mate about it, and I said, like, as much as Trent going is bad, out of the three, out of Trent, Salah, and Mo, and VVD, I'd rather it be Trent who goes out of the three. I understand Trent has more longevity in regards of where he's at in his age, but when you think about stinkers out of the three of them, who pulls out the more stinkers out of the three? Trent has his moments, and Salah goes missing in games. Van Dijk, odd occasion, once in a blue moon, he throws up a stinker. But So when I thought about it, the damage limitation, I thought out of the three, I'd rather Trent go. And as I said, we need to make sure that that money that is taken off the wage bill is used to help with keeping Salah and Van Dijk in the club. And yeah, we'll go again this summer. It's going to be very interesting to see who we bring in as just in for the team. Do you know what I mean? And we'll go again.
No, I agree. Be all right. I agree, bro. I agree. But until I think the thing that's going to annoy me the most, though, bro, is the season isn't over tomorrow, and then we can just move on. We've got 2 months left of the season, and for those 2 months, we have to have him here, think about it, hear about it, see it. Is he going to play again? If he does play, will he get booed? Does he deserve to be on the parade bus? There's so many issues now that are going to be around this whole situation where. And I mean, even like all the sources are saying that the Spanish reporters are the ones who've leaked it. And I'm sure Trent didn't want it to come out, but look, they haven't cared. They haven't shown any respect or anything. They're like, we're just the big boys and we do what we want. So even that, he must start realizing a little bit what he might be getting himself into. He's going to a team who don't even have morals, a team that don't have respect for anyone else, a team who thinks they can do what they want when they want. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
as a person with mixed heritage, but will be seen as a black man going over to Real Madrid, you've seen how sometimes, and my missus is Spanish, do you know what I mean? But you've seen how they've treated some of their own, so to speak, in regards of Vinicius and stuff like that. Like, this is obviously we get it over here, but like, you know what I mean? Imagine being Scouse and trying to speak Spanish. Do you know what I mean? I'm from South London. I can't speak Spanish. Do you know what I mean? But Scouse accent in Spanish, that's yeah, bro. Like, good luck to him, bro. That's all I got to say. He's made his bed. Do you know what I mean? He's decided he wants to go be with his boyfriend. Go and live that life, bro. Do you know what I mean? I hope it's worth it because, as I said, and I'll finish on this. You know, he's the one that talked about being a captain. He's the one talking about what, you know, Gerrard said it himself, like winning 1 or 2 trophies at Liverpool, we're better than winning 10 trophies at Chelsea, at Real Madrid, you know what I mean, at Barcelona, you know what I mean? So that's how much the shirt meant to Gerrard. Obviously, Trent, it doesn't mean as much to him as that, and that's down to the person as a character rather than, do you know what I mean, than anything else. So it just speaks volumes to him, but I can't begrudge him. Let him live his life, let him do what he's got to do. Do you know what I mean? I'm over it. So yeah.
Yeah. I hear
ain't
that,
buying no t-shirt. And the crazy thing was I bought a flipping Trent t-shirt, like it was a replica, people, so I didn't spend big money on it. But like I seen people bunning their shirts and stuff like that. I said, no, I still got the shirt, man. Paid my hard-earned cash for it, so yeah, suck that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll let you go, man. Enjoy, people. Smash that like button.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, bro. Till next time, man. Big up, Sadiq.
Until next time. Take care, bro. Cheers. Thank you.
Big up, G. Big up.
Later. How do I leave? Big up.
There we go. Big up, man. That's Sadiq. Got 2 supers that came through before. Big up Ali, who says Trent is a traitor with 4 snake emojis. Big up yourself, Ali. I think a lot of people feel the same way. And SD says Gerrard had the option to go, but didn't. I do, you know, one thing I will say, like, I totally agree with the thing of like Gerrard didn't go. Totally agree with that. The only thing I would say is maybe we're being a bit harsh to keep doing the comparison with Gerrard because they are different people. I know they're both Scousers and stuff, and they're both from the academy and all that, but maybe it's a little bit harsh to keep on referring back to that. Maybe. But again, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Right. Let me bring on the next caller. Man, like Dean, what's going on, G? Yes, brother. Long time. What's happening, man? You good?
Bro, I haven't done a call-in in a long time. Probably a year almost. If you remember,
it's been a minute,
I've just been in the comments. I've just been in the comments and all those things. Because I mean, you guys, you should. I mean, I think you should go back to do it every week, man. What's happening, guys? Want to see it every week? Want to go every week with
No, I
opinions?
hear that, bro.
You
I hear that,
know,
but it's difficult, brother. During the
yeah.
summer, we'll probably try and bring it back a little bit more during the summer, though. Real talk. Maybe it won't always be on.
Maybe I should host it.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe
Maybe I should host it. I should host it when you guys are not there, and then I'll just.
You know, we can talk, bro. We can talk. You know what I'm saying? You got them hosting skills. You know what I mean? But no, what do you want to talk about today, though, G?
So I mean, I think I need to. I'm gonna probably people are gonna think I wanna be controversial and whatnot. So the way we look at football, I think sometimes we forget these people are employees. These people are working. These people, you know what I mean? I think we look at football and we look at, okay, as much as we love the game and we're passionate and we talk about heritage, but we forget that these people, they sign contracts. They have to go through a process like an interview. You pass like medicals and this, and then you sign a contract, and the whoever is paying has to be happy with your performance. And if they are not happy with your performance, they can easily replace you. Because which FSG could have done if they were not happy with Trent, they could have done that, and wouldn't be here. Because remember, it's up to FSG for Trent to be here this long. It's not up to Trent. It's not. He's just an employee at the end of the day. And if you know, his agent is his brother. So when he goes to Real Madrid, all the bonuses and the signing on fees, he's thinking of securing his future and his family and all this. And we're forgetting that these people, football lifespan is very, very small when you talk about securing the bag. And these people are always like calling out people that are going to Saudi and bro, you're going to earn tax-free money. Do you get what I'm saying? Duran, he did it, bro. Right before he gets to his peak, he went to Saudi and he's earning a lot of money. And we don't think about these things when you look at football. These people are not machines. You can't last. If you think about it. This is why I'm saying this. I think Trent wanted to stay, but the problem is it took it took a while, and then when you realize that Klopp is leaving, but if Klopp was here, I don't think Trent would have left, because Klopp has that thing. He knows how to negotiate and to probably approach the case differently. But then when you realize Klopp is leaving, he was quiet, and then he's like, okay, let me see what this new coach has at his disposal. I just realized something. I don't think Trent is a slot right back. I don't think Trent really suits.
He does the system, you mean?
Exactly. I don't think, as much as otherwise Klopp would have. Slot would be filming right now to say, why did you guys let this gem of a player? I think he's seen that, okay, as much as he's a good player, I know, and he was from the previous regime and under Klopp and everything, but I don't think, if you think about systems and everything else, I don't think he's a slot player. And this is a new regime now. We're talking about a new phase of Liverpool squad. Hence, if you notice, there are certain players that he doesn't like and that they haven't been playing because he doesn't want those players. He can't do that with Trent. Hence, if you notice, when Trent didn't perform well, he has been substituting Trent for like a lot of times. If you think it's not only even about performance or even serving his legs. You can see that, and also Slot is bringing some kind of authority, which Trent was the golden boy, and now a new manager is showing him that, you're just a player. So you can see that we don't think about things that happens in the background when we're judging these players. It takes a lot for people to make these decisions. We don't think about this because we're emotional and I'm not happy that he's leaving, but at the end of the day, I'm doing what Kall always does, devil's advocate. If you think from his perspective, he's looking at how he's being treated for the past year or so since Slot arrived. He's like, okay, I don't think I'm the golden boy here anymore, because one, I have to do stuff that I was not doing before, because he was the system. Our right back and left back were the system, and now it's not the system anymore. You see, we're not playing around him. We're not accommodating him. Konate is not playing for him. He's not covering for him like he used to do. Trent has to do the work, and you know that Trent doesn't want to do the work. I've always known, like, we've been winning. We won the league. Trent could defend. He just doesn't want to, and as Klopp allowed that because he needed him up front. So he's like, okay, I can allow you to go and attack, and then we can have a good. And now with Fabinho and then Gomez, they were covering him a lot, and also
Henderson,
Captain Hendo. Yes, And now this new regime is a completely different ballgame. It's about the whole team. At the moment, we've been playing through via Salah because he's the only one who's got the best output at the moment. But trust me, if Salah leaves, you're gonna see a completely different tactic from Salah. He's a tactician, I promise you that, and he doesn't like superstars because one thing I wanted also to blend into. I don't think Slot. The reason why he doesn't like big names and big egos, I don't think he knows how to manage that. Hence, he likes a smaller squad that doesn't complain a lot. Then he finds a way to sort of accommodate all those ones. He doesn't realize Premier League is bigger, it's faster, and we compete in tougher tournaments. So maybe he's going to have to adjust. But going back to Trent, I don't think people really understand like what goes on behind the scenes. Like, these people are employees. He's an employee. If right now, even if he signed a contract and then Madrid came and they said 150 million, we want Trent. Do you think FSG would turn that down, say he's a scouser, let's keep him, we're not selling him? Do you think they'll do that with how much money they want to make money?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't know if the club would sell him or not. I don't know. It would. It would depend, I guess.
It's the same argument with soccer. Do you think if Madrid goes knocking to Arsenal, as much as he's still a scout, if they say 150, we want soccer, they'll sell him, bro. Newcastle,
I don't know.
They want to keep Isak.
I don't know. Sometimes
I promise you,
there's some players I think are more valuable than the money. Like I think Arsenal would look at Saka and think, if we lose him, the money it will cost to replace him and it not even be a guarantee that person will do what Saka does. Maybe it's better to just keep the player. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, if the player wants to leave, I agree with you. A club will definitely cash in. If a player doesn't want to go, I don't always know if the club will cash. It depending on the power of the player and it depending how important the player is, how young the player is, etc. So it's a tough one.
But you're forgetting who owns our club, bro. FSG, they don't pay.
They're money hungry. We know that already.
No, they want the guap. So that's the thing. Like, no player is untouchable, bro. Newcastle don't want to sell Isak. But if a good offer comes through that window or that door, they'll definitely sell him. Because they went on and they got him for a lot of money, right? It was a big money signing to Newcastle, which means they need because they're trying to build. They want to go back to the glory days as well. So just think about it, man. I don't think we think about these things when we just judge these players. And as much as I'm not happy with his decision, but he's thinking about himself. Like, he's like 26 now. He's getting 27. He's only got like 2 years or 3 years left in his prime. So, and he knows with this whole negotiating thing that we do with our wages and all these things, he knows he's not going to really make as much money because at Real Madrid probably they offer him per assist, probably they'll pay him for that, per goal, and when they win the trophy, which is something that's guaranteed, now they're building a machine of a team. So they might win again in recent coming years. They might win the Champions League again. They'll win the La Liga and everything else because they've got the pedigree. So I think we just need to think about this and like, okay, accept it. It's happening, and let's take a step back. I was not happy about it, but I'm like, okay, I kind of understand from a business point of view. He's thinking about this. Is like, I'm 26. I'm getting 27 soon. And then 28, and then 29, I'll be slower. and injuries and everything else. We don't even know how he's going to perform at Real Madrid. We don't even know that, and we don't know how look at Bale. We went there, he signed a little bit, and then he was a superstar at Tottenham as well. You see, so these things happen, and I think let's just understand that these people are not robots. At the end of it, they've got private lives, they've got future. Like Trent is not a guy who's going to turn into a pundit or a coach or a manager when he retires. That means he's going to have to find 9 to 5. He's going to find Kopish. Hey, I want to be a host for Kopish. He can't do that because you can tell that's not his thing.
No, but bro, he's trying to say he's not going there for money, and Liverpool actually offered more wages than what he's getting at Real Madrid. So apart from the signing on bonus, apparently it's not about money. So if it's not about
the bonus
money,
is
I don't even think we can do the securing your futures talk. Like he just wants to go.
But you don't know how much money, because remember, you can renew your contract. You don't know what they promised him to say after when you renew your contract, maybe after 2 years, we're gonna increase your salary. So make it seem like it's not about money. Remember, when you can extend while you're under a contract, you can extend. Yeah, you don't remember they give you a full presentation, bro, about your future there, the benefits of being there, and everything else. They'll tell you, no, we're gonna give you a house at Ibiza, close to whatever his favorite player or his favorite actor, whatever. They give you everything to say, there you go. Right? What do you think? And they tell you can play.
If you feel that way personally, then obviously I respect everyone who's like calm about it and chilled about it.
No, I'm just saying, I'm just saying, like for me, I feel like
calm about it, but I hear you. I hear you.
Like even if you look at the signing on bonus, right? It's his family. Probably they're making good money as well. Because remember, his wages, as much as the agent, his brother doesn't really make a lot of money because this is his wages, right? These are his wages. And and Trent was not sold to Liverpool. He's a Scouser. So now this is his first time literally casing in.
But he can't take care of his brother with his own decision, because if it's a wrong decision, his brother's taken care of, but you just messed up your life for someone else. So, if he's doing
it to help his brother, bro,
then that would be
They discuss these things
in his brother's pocket. He doesn't need to make a career decision, but each to their own, man.
Like I said, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. But I kind of get the sentiment, though. I kind of get the people that are upset. But I'm just like, look, let's just think about it from a business point of view, from a player point of view, and then there's nothing we could have really done. And then at the end of the day, if Madrid wanted him, they would have gotten him if they really wanted him. It's just that the way he handled the situation was kind of immature. It shows that, for me, I think it says a lot about the people around him. Also personal. I'm just saying he should have handled this in a way that that doesn't feel disrespectful to his fans and the people that have been looking forward to putting a statue outside. He could have. I think it says about that his family members are like, what? There's conversations. This silence is they're having conversations about these things. They're talking about these things every day. And we don't know what goes on and what they're encouraging to do. Most of the, like Zubamendi, you probably remember we started hearing stories that it's his wife who said, we're not ready to move yet, right? But he was so close to joining us. You see, so people around you can also I'm with people that are upset and whatnot. I'm gonna leave you, man, today. Thank you for this. I really needed this, man. I haven't done this in a long time. But so I don't know, man. So just my question to you, or you can chop it off while I'm going. Do you really what do you look forward to next season? I'll put in, and then a bonus question is, do you really think, as much as how much is done, how well is done in his first season, do you think really Slot was ready to manage a club like Liverpool? Do you think he's got the kahunas, the oomph to manage the big egos, the big money signings, to make everybody happy, to keep at least 20 25 or 22 men club, and rotate them, like look what's happening to all our players that have been performing. Or do you think is at that stage where he's ready to do this, or you think maybe he needed a little bit of time at Feyenoord, one more, so that he can understand, or maybe needed like a Brighton first, so that he sees how the Premier League is, and then before he gets to Liverpool? So those are my two questions. What do you look for in the next season?
Oh, yeah.
And Slot. Yes.
Yeah.
So
cool.
man, thank you so much for this, bro. Thank you so much, bro.
Yeah, man. Big up, Dean. Big up, man. Speak next time, brother.
Yeah.
Peace.
Nice.
Big up, man. Like Dean every time. What am I looking for next season? I think I'm gonna have to make my decision on that once I know who's leaving and who's staying. Once I know who we're signing. It's going to be a difficult one, isn't it? Because we got to wait until pretty much the end of the summer to find out a lot of those things. But I think that will be when I'll make my full understanding of what I want. I want to win the league every time. I want to win the Champions League every time. I want a trophy every time. That's definitely a part of it, without a shadow of a doubt. But in terms of what I think we'll actually get, just like I made my prediction at the beginning of this season, I'm going to have to wait until I see who we've bought and all that kind of stuff. And then that's when I'll be like, this is what I expect. With regards to it, I think Slot's ready. Yeah, 100%. I know during what he was saying, Dean said that he's not sure whether Slot is good at coping with superstars and stuff. I think he is. I think Slot has got the personality. He's a very strong character within himself. So I don't think he's afraid of big characters. I think he's handled everyone in our team pretty good, to be honest. But we've got good characters in our team. We don't have people in our team that are troublemakers, so to speak, or wild, or do you get what I mean? Like, we do very good character assessment when we buy our players. And one thing's for sure, even if they don't work out in terms of how good they are as a player, some people will say Diaz hasn't done what we hoped he would have done, Nunes hasn't been good enough, etc. Regardless of whether you think they've been good enough or not, their character's still been exemplary. They're still very good for the changing room. They're very professional. When you see behind the scenes stuff, or when you see them talking, they're very respectful. No bad stories come out about them. So, like, they're still very good characters. So I don't even necessarily think our manager has to be that kind of manager, like a Mourinho, where like he's like really just like a character himself, to the point where he can overwhelm the character of a big player. Because for the most part, we don't really buy those types of players. So, but yeah, I think Slot is definitely good enough, 100%, without a doubt. But no, yeah, big up yourself, Dean, as always, bruv. Hopefully that answered your questions. Right, I'm gonna bring in Harv because he did say he has to bounce in a second. So, you there, bro?
Yeah, appreciate it. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Big up yourself, G.
Hell yeah, man. Happy Friday. Hey, dude, appreciate it, man. Appreciate you bringing me in.
Yeah, man. I know you said you had to jump off, but what's good though, bro? What you want to talk about today?
Yeah, let's talk about the man in the picture here, man, Harvey, man. How do you feel about the news that came out? Do you feel, we're making a mistake here, letting go of Harvey, or do you think, maybe it's time to get, if he does leave, make room for that?
Me personally, I love the kid. I think he's very talented. I like having him in the squad. I think that's how you win big trophies, when you have squad players of his caliber. And I know that might come across a bit disrespectful to just call him a squad player. And I'm sure he's not going to want to just be a squad player. He's going to want to be somebody, right? But at the same time, I guess the club are maybe think. I mean, I know nothing's concrete or whatever, but let's just say like a concrete offer of like 35 mil came in for him. I would ask two questions. I would ask, A, is 35 mil enough for his talent? And B, what is more difficult? Convincing him to stay as a squad player, or going and buying another squad player? Do you get what I mean? Somebody who's going to come in and just be a squad. Because that's the thing. I think with Harvey being young, I think he's still 21 or 22, so he's still relatively young. And he's a lifelong Liverpool fan. His family, his dad, everyone, like, he's living his dream right now. True. I think he would be more willing to compromise, more willing to accept a bit part role, more willing to be on the bench than anyone else. Do you get what I mean? Because of his roots and whatnot. So how do you find a player who's as good as Harvey as a squad player? Do you get what I mean? Like,
and now that's also going to bring like my next question into play, because even though he is a squad player right now, right? Every player that we want to bring in, we want them to be an addition, a better, an upgrade, right? Where do you think the direction goes if Harvey leaves? Right? Because I think the talk is Shirky or whatever his name is, right?
Shirky,
yeah. He's older. He seems like he's more of like a more experienced guy in terms of like starting minutes.
I think they might be the same age, I think Shirky and Harvey. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think Shirky's 21, 22 as well. Maybe
a year or two difference, right? I could be wrong, right? But that's the name that I'm being, seeing that's being thrown out there. But then at the same time, like, I'm trying to understand, why is Harvey being pushed out? Because I'm looking at it from two ways, right? Slot like midfield to be physical, and when I mean physical, I don't just mean like stature. Like what's his name? McAllister is pretty short, but McAllister cracky with the tackle, right? Soboslai is the same thing. Like it covers a lot of ground, so that's a different element of like physicality, right? Is this Shirky guy? Because again, I could be wrong. I don't know too much about him, but is he really the type that can also kind of fit in that mold? Because he looks like a baller from what I've seen, right? But so is Harvey. Harvey's a baller too. You saw the pass from to Chiesa in the final. So that's where I'm a little bit confused, right? In terms of why Harvey's going, and if so, what direction do we take from there? Who do we get in to replace that gap there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shirky's a lot more imposing and he's a lot more physical. He's much bigger in stature. But you're right, he doesn't throw his weight around though, so that doesn't necessarily mean that it will count for more than what Harvey does, if that makes sense. I think they're both very technical footballers who are more about being on the ball than being off the ball, because a lot of aggression will always be off the ball as well, right? If you're judging a player for his aggression, it will usually be how he'll win the ball back, how he'll press, more so than when he's got the ball, because you're not really aggressive when you've got the ball, are you? Not generally anyway. So I don't think Shirky will work as hard as Harvey, if I'm being completely honest with you. From what I've seen, what I know of Shirky, I don't think he would work as hard. I think you might get a better output in terms of his overall quality.
Like defensive, like the defensive side, right? It's kind of like a balance.
Yeah. I would go as far as to say Shirky's a better footballer than Harvey, but it's not like night and day. Do you get what I mean? It's not like a massive gulf in quality, but he is better. But I don't think he'll work as hard as Harvey. So I don't know if that would even be a good trade-off. I don't know. It's a funny one, isn't it?
We'll see.
I'm a believer that you could actually keep Harvey based on the things I was saying about like his love of the club and him being able to accept things that other players might not accept. And I don't think you have to sell Elliot to buy Shirky. Do you get what I mean? Like, I think you could make other adjustments in the squad.
True.
So it's a tough one. It's a tough one, bro.
I got you. Yeah, and then just one more question here before I leave here, right? Defensive midfield, right? So I'm seeing a bunch of names being thrown out, right? Even going as far back as like the summertime, because at some point it was Chow-Mini, then I'm seeing Angelo Stiller. Lately, you guys have been talking about Baliba, and all of these guys have different profiles, right? But the one that seems like we actually made a move for was Zubi, right? Now he looks like he's all going off to Real Madrid. So the way I look at it, right, I think that we're going to stay down that same profile. How do you feel about Frankie de Jong?
What, as a player or coming to Liverpool?
Coming to Liverpool, especially because if you've been reading the articles, I think right now it's like we were linked lightly, with the rumors out there in January, like saying, hey, at Frankie de Jong, somebody Liverpool looking at, and he just went dead from there. Like, so it wasn't shot down. It wasn't nothing. It just went quiet. Then lately, if you've been maybe following this weekend or this week, there's rumors of contract situation with him in Barcelona, right? So some people are saying, hey, it's, it may not even happen, right? And Barcelona might be able to, might be willing to move on with him. So just given like the Dutch connection And just given in terms of what Slot said about Zubimendi himself, because he said in like an interview, he's like, hey, we're really looking for a defensive midfielder who can take the ball from the back and play it out. You know what I mean? Right.
Yeah.
So thinking like maybe that's what he really wants. And when I'm looking at people that actually fit that profile who are on the market, Frankie, right? And especially considering like a drop in price, right? I don't think that Frankie right now would be even like what, a 50 million pound player. Do you even think that he would? I don't think so at all, right? Do you think that's somebody that we should maybe go for seriously, or perhaps maybe not, just go for a different profile, like like a Believer or yeah.
If we're talking about quality, without a shadow of a doubt, 2 years ago, Frankie was one of the players that I was saying we should bring in for our rebuild, right?
Kind of like yes, right? 2 years ago, he was the one where everyone was like, "Hey, we need to bring him in," but we bring him in a little bit later. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
the problem with Frankie, bro, from my point of view, would be two things. One, he's way too old for the way FSG like to move, because by the time the season starts, he'll be 28. His birthday's in May, so he'll be 20.
Yeah, that's a good year though. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, but you know the way our owners are though, right?
Yeah.
They don't really want players that are going to cost you 40, 50 mil to be of a certain age. They want them to be of a younger profile.
Mm-hmm.
And the injuries that he's had are a massive worry. And he's fit now and he's playing well now, but he's missed a lot of football with injuries. And the one thing you don't want is the player you're bringing in to become a centerpiece to your team. We get another Thiago situation where you can see why we're trying to do it, but he's never fit long enough for us to implement it. And in the end, you just get a player where by the time he leaves, you're just disappointed. He had all this talent and he never actually did anything, or he didn't do much at the club. Do you know what I mean? We got Cato, we got Ox, we got Thiago. We've got examples of players who the talent is unquestionable. They just never did it because they were injured all the time. So I'd worry about that with Frankie. And then the wages, I know he'd have to take a wage drop wherever he goes, because he's on 600 grand a week, which nobody's going to pay him. That's astronomical unless he went to Saudi.
Yeah.
But he's still probably going to want about 300. Liverpool ain't paying Frankie 300 grand a week. Do you get what I mean?
That's a good point. That's a good point. I mean, the plus side of that is that we have the room. I mean, we're letting go of Trent. We let go of Thiago. I mean, all the people that we let go of. So I'm thinking like, there's room to bring somebody of that quality, but is it worth it? I get where you're coming from.
Like if he was free, if he was leaving Barca for free, bro, and he was willing to come to Liverpool for maybe 250, 300 grand a week, but obviously we didn't have to pay a fee for him, possibly the owners might just go with like, you know what, why not? A talent like that who's a free agent, maybe they would. But if you got to put a fee on top, like 35, 45 mil, something like that as like a fee, I would be really, really, really shocked if Liverpool went in for him.
So just to kind of like, and then the convo here again, because I got to go, and definitely appreciate the time. If there was like a defensive midfielder, like you close your eyes right now, you snap your fingers, we're signing this guy for sure, but that's the only one that we're signing in the summer. Who do you want that you feel is also realistic, right?
Realistic, maybe not the one, because we don't spend this type of money.
I'm pretty sure you'd say Zubimendi or like just anybody, right? But like
no, mine would be Believer, bro. Believer, 100%. If you could just right now, I click my fingers and Liverpool signed the DM that I want. 21 years old, that kid's gonna be a star. Believer, 100%. But we're gonna have to pay like 70, 80 mil, and that's where it doesn't become realistic, because Liverpool aren't gonna spend that much, and definitely not on the DM. You get what I mean?
Or we could just say, hey, Harvey Elliott, because Brighton wanted Harvey Elliott.
They did, but he rejected that to stay at Liverpool. So maybe 6 months or a year later, he might still feel the same. But if they took Harvey, I mean, I would hate with sacrificing him, but if they took like 30, 35 mil off the price tag because of him, so maybe we paid like 50 for Believer instead of 80, then it would be horrible to see Harvey go. But I mean, if Believer comes in, then I'm gonna be all right with it. Do you know what I mean? Because we just brought in who I think is gonna be an absolute star. So it would be. I'd hate that we had to do it, but the outcome, the end game, would be worth it, I guess. So definitely.
Drift team, appreciate it, dude. Hey, listen, just big up to you and Cal and Matt. You know what I'm saying? You guys do top quality, man. I appreciate what you guys do, man. Especially because I'm over here in the United States, so like I'm always showing my friends like, hey, no, you got to listen to these guys. You know what I'm saying? So,
I appreciate that, my bro. Big up, man. Hopefully, call in again next month as well, bro. Big up.
All right, man. Thanks, bro. Take care, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. You too, bro. Big up, big up. Great call there from Young Harv. Big up, bro. I enjoyed that. Got a couple supers that just came in. How can I call in quick, guys? Bro, the link was in the chat earlier on. But I did remove it after a little while because obviously there's so many people, bro. It's hard to get through everyone. So apologies for that, bro, if you're not going to get a chance to get on now. But maybe next time we do it, bro. Maybe you know what I mean, and we'll push you to the front of the queue, man. I'll remember that you tried to get on today. Alain says Trent's job to get the club money. Okay, so he's asking, is it Trent's job to get the club money? That's on the billionaire owners and the club. Record. I'm guessing you mean income from the revenue when you say record. Their record kit deals, record sponsorships. Where is the money? Bro, on that, I don't know where the money's gone. We made all that money with Nike. We've made all this money from Champions League. We're going to get extra money now from winning the league as well. I don't know where this money will go. I don't know how this money will be spent, bro. I don't. But what I will disagree with is in terms of you saying, is it Trent's job to get the club money? I do believe if you deliberately run your contract down and leave for free and that was your plan, then that's wrong. If it just so happens to be the case, that's one thing. But if the rumors and the stories going around are true that for the last 2 years, this has been his plan to go to Real Madrid, that part, again, people will say it's on the owners, and to a degree, it is on the owners. But I just don't like a player running his contract down on purpose and then ducking out. I just don't. Like, you're supposed to be a little bit more loyal to your boyhood club than that. Maybe if one of the other players did that, like, I don't know, who can I even say in our team? Like Chiesa maybe, or something like that. If it happened in that way and then he just left for free and then that was something he thought was a good way to be able to leave Liverpool, then I'd still probably be annoyed, but just not as annoyed. But not one of the young academy players, not one of the players I've been in the club for years, or one of the players that you feel just owe a little bit more to the club and the fans than to just duck out for free. But again, I appreciate everyone's got a difference of opinion. I don't think there's a wrong and a right to a degree. I think it really just is about opinions. But me personally, I think that's very scummy for him to plan for 18 months to 2 years to leave for free, know that the club isn't going to get any money for him. Yeah, I struggle with that. And the reason why I struggle with that as well is because I go back to examples, like I've said in other shows, where I looked at Timo Werner, for example. Timo Werner had 6 months left on his contract, was about to leave RB Leipzig for free, but he signed a new contract with a release clause. And he literally said it was because he didn't feel it was right to leave the club for free. He wanted the club to get something. And in the end, what was it, 50 mil or 60 mil, I think, that they got from Chelsea in the end, from his move to Chelsea, from his buyout clause. He did that to his boyhood club. I don't know if he supports RB Leipzig, but he came through the academy. He was a product of their team. And he didn't feel it was right to leave them in the lurch. And I just look at that as one example of a few. There's other players who've done that, where they don't let the club get nothing for them. They find a way for everybody to win. And Trent just running it down on purpose so he can duck out for free because Real Madrid have said they won't pay for him. They'll only get him if he goes for free, or if they get if they only have to pay like a really cheap amount of money like they tried to in January. Then that's just bad from Trent, man. I can't condone that in any way. There's no part of me that's ever going to think it was all right that he's done that. That's just me personally, you know. If someone like Timo Werner can do that, then I'm very surprised that Trent would do the opposite. That's all. And big up to Timo Werner for that, man. I think that was very admirable. He might not have ever got a move after doing that, but he believed in himself. He believed the club would still want him, and he made sure his club got money. I got to big him up for that. Big up KGFS. Says, so I've got positive news, lads. At least we weren't bought by Musk. We are owned by FSG, which even the most staunch advocate of them have to admit. They have dragged us down like a drunk friend you asked to play wingman. Look, I'm glad that Musk doesn't own Liverpool. I think, and it's not even because I have any ill will towards him. I just don't think he would know what he's doing, and it doesn't matter how rich he is. You look what happened with Chelsea as an example, where like it's just gonna be wild because the owners weren't fully in understanding of how to run it. Yeah, I don't want that to happen to Liverpool, so I'm actually glad that he didn't get it. And if we do ever sell and it's not FSG who own us anymore, I do want it to be a football fan who's bought the club. It doesn't have to be a Liverpool fan, but a football man, a man like Abramovich who like really loved football, and it would be a thing where everything would be about winning and about doing the right thing, and it wouldn't be about just trying to make profit all the time or cutting corners or scrimping or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It'd be like, if I got to spend this much, cool, do it. That's how I look at that situation anyway. But big up KGF. This one's just quickly come through as well. From Atanis. Big up for being a member as well, bro. Lost all respect for Guna Lee after that video. Do you know what? I actually need to go and watch this video because a couple people have told me about it. So I'm gonna reserve judgment until I've seen it because I don't know. But yeah, a lot of people have been saying stuff. So I'll check it out. Right. Man, that's a beer in the building. Well, go on, G.
Yo, big up, man.
Good.
I'm good, man. I was just there dazed with the comments on Musk still. Yo, bro, that's an hyperbolic chamber, bro. Sports science will be on a whole nother level still. Harvey catching a growth spurt at 22, bro. Madness, man. I was daydreaming.
Trent, bro. We'd be like, what's going on, bro?
Yo,
just clone
bro,
Trent,
man,
bro.
bring back Trent with the dreads, bro, and Trent with that high fade, bro. Right, still. Yo, but I got 2 points I wanted to talk on, and they kind of overlap with each other.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Obviously, you know, I'm like I wouldn't say pro FSG, but more of a understanding FSG. So when you think of a Venn diagram or the stadium as a Venn diagram, right? So you can have like the Kop-In. Let's say the Kop-In is FSG out, and then the away stand is obviously away. I'm in America, so that'll be the FSG in. You know, the common ground is the pitch. That's where the team is. That's where the manager is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I think I owe the FSG outman them an apology, bro, because seeing what's going on with the club now, I'm starting to realize it was never really about who owned the club. It was more so about like the quality of football and the standard that we set on the pitch. Now, we all can agree, I don't think Trent really lived up to the standard that most of us had for him, because I have him as like the captain. I have Trent being the captain before Curtis. And then I hear you open it up and you was like, yeah, I don't really think he was ever like captain level. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't.
So
I don't.
But I don't think he was developed in that way. Hence the reason I don't really rate Klopp, because I don't really feel like some players could have been developed more than the level we accept them at. You see what I'm trying to say? When we was coming
So you don't think Trent's lived up to his potential, no?
No, I don't think a lot of players lived up to their potential here at Liverpool. Like Salah, bro. Okay. You're getting 10 chances in the game, you're walking away with 1 goal. Am I gonna say you lived up to your potential? You remember when Rafa Benitez, man scored a hat-trick and man was like, yeah, but you missed 2. You see that type of standard? Like, I don't feel like we were holding certain amount of standards, bro.
Yeah, but that's because Rafa wasn't a people person, bro. He was like a
don't give me that, man. Don't give me
that. No, but he was a drill sergeant.
Standards is standards, though. But you know, I'm militant, so you know I'm all about the standard. I felt like the man that was in charge of the standard was more the manager than the owner. But I felt like where the FSG out people were shouting from, it was shouting from, yeah, but they need to set the standard. so the manager can just reinforce it like a sergeant. You see what I'm trying to say? Where I'm like, yo, that's not their place. The manager should set the standard, and then the owners enforce it by saying the next man that come in here can't go below this standard. So it's almost like the out and the in man them is looking at it from two different perspectives, but we both want the same thing. We're just holding the wrong guy, or maybe looking for the standard in the wrong place. So as a player for Liverpool, bro, yeah, you should be at a standard, man. And I felt like I can't think of a player, maybe like Van Dijk, even Alisson to some regards when he's doing them sombrero kicks and the Travellas. Like, bro, you're one of the best goalkeepers. Be professional, man. Like, there's levels to the game, bro. Like, do that in Sunday League. Don't come in the game doing that stuff, man.
Yeah, but he doesn't do that regular.
Drifty, that's the only way he get injured.
No, I think he got injured doing a goal kick, bro. I think he pulled his hamstring doing a goal kick.
Nah, that's just when he went down, because he can't go down after doing that Travello. He knows man to cook him. So he tough it out, do the one little goal kick, then go down. We play football, Drift. But you get what I'm saying, though. It's like the standard on the pitch, bro. If you're watching a season, bro, the standard on the pitch, bro, it's like, meh. You know what I mean? I'm not really feeling this one. Like, I'll take this trophy, but I'm not really proud of this trophy, bro. It's almost like beginner's luck trophy, bro. Most men that was like
Premier League, you mean?
Yeah, bro. This Premier League, bro, it's been beginner's luck, bro. Most men that wasn't thinking we're gonna get another Prem on the FSG. Better yet,
wow, that's a big statement, bro.
No, I have to say, bro, this trophy feels tasteless. Tasteless, bro.
No, tasteless. But why though? Why would you?
Bro, because it's definitely beginner's luck, bro. This new manager, bro, I can't tell you what the standard of our football is. And it took this new manager that made me realize what the FSG in-man was saying and the FSG out fans them was saying. Bro, we want the standard of the football on a level to where football players can go, yo, this is the standard. Bro, the closest we've come to that was
we won the league, though. That is the standard, bro.
Nah, but we've only done it once, bro. And that was with Bobby, Mane, and Salah. And that's the only time I felt like we've had like a standard of what domination could look like. And it was never strengthened. You see what I'm trying to say?
No, I agree with that.
But even if I go Bobby, Mane, Salah, we are currently below that standard, aren't we not?
No, but that standard was so high. I have no idea how anybody would reach that again.
Nah, man, but that's what we all want, though. Because if I tell you that's the standard and that guarantee us 3 trophies a season, are you gonna accept less, Drift? Come on.
No, I wouldn't. But then that's when I would say it goes back to the owners in terms of, because even though I hear where you're coming from when you say that the manager sets a standard, like I agree, but I still believe that ownership is the overall. Because if you own a business, if you put someone in charge to run the business, you are still the one who, if that manager isn't quite doing what should be done, if you leave him in the job, it's still you who's also lowered your standards. Because if you as the owner want the best, even if you like him, you might be like, bro, unless you fix up, I've got to move you on. Do you get what I mean? Because this is my standard. This is my business.
That's why I'm saying I'm starting to see that perspective. You see what I'm trying to say? Because it was never really about who owned it. It was about who's upholding the standard. So like I said, I agree. And that's what I'm saying. I'm starting to understand the FSG out thing. And then I'll tie it to my second point with Trent. Bro, if I'm Trent, bro, and I'm an FSG out, man. Yeah, bro, Bundy's, man. I'm not giving him no extra peas, bro. Where's the missing peas? Trent's probably saying, where's the missing peas, bro? You get me now? And that's what I'm saying. I'm starting it, bro. It took Trent for me to realize what FSG out was all about, bro.
So you think Trent might be doing it in a way of like, you've underpaid me,
Drifty,
so why would
I heard
I get
what you
you
just
money?
explained. I heard what you just explained off that super chat, and I was already thinking it, right? Because I'm just like, yeah, I don't know how to quantify it, but we'll know soon enough in the future. Like Trent to be like, yeah, man, I don't feel like the peas was moving around, so why get these men any extra peas? You see what I'm trying to say? Like it. I heard you said we'll never find another right back like Trent, right? And I see Curtis coming in, and then I found out the wages Curtis was on. I saw Diaz come through the door, and then I saw what Diaz starting wages was, bro. I don't think it's any secret we're making money, bro. And when I'm saying making money, I don't want people to think I'm saying Trent is doing it for money. I'm saying Trent ain't trying to make these men no money, bro. You see what I'm trying to say?
I've never thought about it from
think,
that
bro. But so that, and I'm giving you, man, ammunition, right? And the ammunition is to the FSG out, man. And I usually, I'll come in, I'll defend the thing, won't give you, man, any ammunition, throw you, man, off the scent. You know what I mean? You, man, got FSG in the scope and I pop a smoke, get FSG up out of there. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna clear the smoke out for this one, man. Because when you said Timo Werner was able to secure a bag for Leipzig, bro. Leipzig, Kane securing the bag for Tottenham. Tottenham, fam. I'm seeing all these men securing the bag. Yeah, I love the team, wouldn't feel right, wouldn't sleep good. And Trent is just like, yo, nah, man. You see when I lift up over here, bro? Yeah, bro. Bundy's, man, bro.
That's literally what he's doing.
Bro, that's the energy I'm getting, bro. Because in my mind, remember the last month I came on and I'm like, yo, if I'm Trent, I'm waiting to see Van Dijk, blah, 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 so I can get the armband. I'm pro Trent in, bro. I'm pro Trent staying. I'm pro Trent getting an armband. But I'm looking at it now and I'm just like, bro, if I'm touted to be the vice captain, I should have ambitions to be the captain. But I'm going to be captain to some dickhead owners, bro. Some owners that the online fan base ain't feeling. Trent is an internet man, bro. He might not be out there commenting on everything, but, bro, surely that noise is getting to him. Trent ain't just some locked away. You know what I'm trying to say, bro? Man's up on every trend. Man's up on every hashtag. He knows what the man them saying, bro. And the man them that's not in the stadium are saying bun FSG, bro. Bun these Americans, bro. I never heard Trent's like, yeah, I'm going to go to Miami or, I'm going to swing through New York. I'm going to hit Fifth Ave. I never heard Trent on none of that. Oh, I'm doing what Storage do, go to Cali. I've never heard Trent on any of that, bro. Trent has never hit me with an American slang. I've never even seen him do an American celebration. I'm like, yo, nah, Trent gets it. Never even seen Trent in Boston, bro. Yeah, Trent ain't feeling these, man, bro. He ain't feeling these, man.
You know the one thing, I do find it a little bit unfair when people put the American part into it. Like, that's the one part I'll always leave out. Like, I don't know if anyone's ever noticed, but I don't do that. It's because they're American. I just think it's just because they are who they are. Do you get what I mean? Like, I think it's coincidence the Glazers and FSG are both American. I don't think it's because that's just how Americans are. In my experience, Americans are very much about winning and pride. I've never really met an American person who's like, yeah, I'm all right with second place. So I don't even think it is fair to do that. Oh, it's because they're American why they don't care about winning part. I just think they just don't care about winning. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. So I agree with you. That's the only part I just think that we shouldn't really throw on that, oh, they're American. I just think they're just tight. They just only care about money. Do you know what I mean? And being secure. And portfolio building. You know what I mean? I think that's what they're about. You can see they want the basketball team. They've got the NFL team. They've got the baseball team. They've got the football team. I just think they're about portfolio building and everybody being sustained within that and everything just running itself. Do you get what I mean? And that's that.
Bro, they're all about being safe. And if you're a Scouser, if you're a Scouse player, you wasn't raised to be safe, bro.
No.
You see what I'm saying? No. And that's where the FSG outman them and the players and the ambition comes into play. And to your point earlier, which is what I was trying to say, that's why you, man, blame the owners for the standard of the football. You see, I'll bring it back to the standard now because, bro, them men are just thinking safety, bro. Wenger settings. I'm from the FSG perspective going, nah, man, that's Klopp's energy. Not you, man. I was like, nah, man, it's the owner's energy. The owner just want to be safe. So even if the manager, want to kick the door off and go for a treble, they're like, yo, don't. You know what I'm saying? So they're the ones really pulling back the reins. And I'm seeing it now, bro. Because like I said, if you're an ambitious player and you're about to be promoted to the captain and you already know this is the cap, like these men won't really want to make the right investments to dominate. Bro, like what is being the captain of that feels like, bro? you're a captain of 50%. You don't want that, bro. And you know you can give 100. So that comes back to the development thing, bro. Trent, bro, I go to work and I do the minimum. Man said, "Rob, bro, you going above and beyond." Look at Trent in the game. Now look at Trent in the game now. Man do 2 bad boy Hollywood pass, bro, and barely broke a sweat. And we're like, yo, nah, he's world class. And Trent is probably sitting there like, bro, I have so much more in the tank, but you ain't even worth it. That's the energy I be getting off Trent, bro. Look at Salah half the time. Bro, some of our players, they look way too comfortable. You're like, bro, yo, run man down, bro. I'm seeing the opposition on a breakaway. Some of our players ain't even in the frame, fam. And you call
I hear you on that. I hear you on that. It's normally the right side of the pitch, ironically, but yeah.
Bro, because you know what pissed me off, and I'll jump out on this last point now. I'm watching Valverde run man down and slide tackle man take a red card and tell the internet that he heard Ramos' voice said to kill him.
Is that what he said?
Bro, it could have been one of them little edits, right? But the point I'm trying to say, that's how much the standard of winning is embedded in them, man. That's why them man won the thing 14, 15 times, bro, the Champions League.
Yeah.
You see what I'm trying to say? Yeah. The mentality over there, bro, the fans, bro, will get man up out of there real quick. At Liverpool, it's almost just accepted. The standard, I don't even know what the standard is. It's almost like it's just standard charter, fam, like the freaking sponsor, bro. It's just not at a high level.
Yeah.
And you, man, was saying it's the owner, and I was saying it was the manager. Bro, at this point, it's really looking like owners, man, because they brought this manager in. Yeah, he's gonna win the Prem on his first go round. I don't think he do the double. I don't think he wins it again.
Do you think that would be based on what's happening or his ability though? Like I think it'll be
his ability, because what I saw him do in that Newcastle final, I'm gonna say tactics went out the window at halftime, and Sunday League came out in the 90th minute. You know, Sunday League where you just got 10 forwards on the pitch. Even the goalkeeper is at the halfway. That's what man was on. So I think he's out of his depth as far as like going the distance. I don't know if he underrated the physicality of the league, but I can't see him doing the double. I can't see him raising.
If he's done this well in his first season, I mean, I personally am quite surprised that people have their doubts about Slot. But we'll have to wait and see. I hear it. You know what I mean? We don't know what's going to happen, but I'm confident he can redo it, depending on what we do in the window. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it will be very dependent on who stays and what we do in the window.
But Drifty, I think I'm gonna side with you, man, in this window. And the reason why I'm gonna side with you, man, and I don't even know what the window is gonna bring. I'm just telling you, man, I'm gonna side with you, man, right? Because every year we talk about, let's see what the summer brings, as if internally we don't know what it's gonna bring. Like we know, you know what I'm trying to say, Drifty. We know we're still hopeful, but we know.
Yeah. We want to be shocked. That's what it is. We want to be shocked. You know what I'm saying?
But we know. So for me, I don't think this window will be anything different. And I'm not even hoping I'm wrong. I just know it's not going to be anything different. But I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
You know how we feel about Manchester. I won't bring up Owen and what that looked like and why it looked like that and none of that. But when I think of Liverpool, bro, I think Champions League pedigree. And I think our rival in the Champions League is Real Madrid. I can't face Trent. Yeah, I can't face Trent in the final. Yeah. But we're not really good against these men in the final, bro.
Can you imagine if Trent scored or assisted?
You see what I'm trying to get at now, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm starting to hate these men the way I hate Manchester United, bro.
Oh, I've always hated Real Madrid, bro. 100%. I can't stand them, bro.
Nah, but the idea of the Galactico or Avengers, it made me just appreciate the football, right? Now I'm
Oh
starting to
yeah,
hate
yeah.
them,
Back
man.
then, yeah.
You see
Back
what I'm trying
then,
to say? It's the same way for
yeah.
Manchester United. I used to kind of let it slide with the Ruud Van Nistelrooys and the Van der Sar. I used to appreciate the quality of football, bro. But then after a while, bro, it's just like, yeah, nah, man, you're winning too much, bro. So that's where I'm at with Real Madrid, bro. Trent went there, bro. Bro, we've lost to these men 2 times in the final.
Yeah.
I don't think that's where you go, especially if you were on them 2 losing teams.
Yeah, bro, they've knocked us out 5 times under Klopp.
Bro, and how many
times
times was Trent a part of that team?
Every time, every single time.
And then you go to these, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's the weirdest shit ever, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's that's what makes it feel worse, bro.
Nah, it's not a good look, bro. It's not a good look. I don't know if that's punching up. I don't know what that says about us, bro. But that's not
like Sean said, man's on if you can't beat them, join them, bro. that's basically what he's doing, bro. That's basically what he's doing, bro.
Oh man, double agent Trent in that, man. Raw, man. But you know, man, I'm not saying I'm entertaining the FSG out thing, but we really need to bring the standard back to the club, man. I don't know if it's FSG. I can't trust them with it because them man ain't footballing, man. And that's why I thought the argument was mad. Asking a non-footballing man to raise the football standard was madness. But yeah, I hope the quality goes up. I think it's our last 2 games is 2 losses. We're sitting in 2 losses. We're gonna lose a legend, maybe 2. Yeah, we're not in a good moment right now, man. That's what I'm saying. That trophy, bro, when we lift it, it might feel good. But as for right now, bro, I don't got no taste in my mouth for the trophy, man.
I hear you. It's definitely put a dampener on the situation, 100%. I agree. If Salah and Virgil stay, I think we'll be all right. If they go, that puts a real dampener on the situation proper.
Yeah, I might go holiday. I might shoot you, man, a message and tell you, man, do the calling like once every 3 months and that, you know. Yourselves and your families, bro.
But I'm definitely gonna need a break, bro. I swear down.
And I do up holidays and that, man. You know what I mean? But I'll take a double next season. You know what I mean? We started strong. I don't even want to say it, but let's lift that trophy. But right now, it ain't even guaranteed the way these men are moving. But you know, bring back the football. We should cancel internationals, man. We can't be going out like this.
Yeah, too many internationals. Way too many.
Yeah, the footballing, it's getting too much now, man. I think Klopp was saying it. I thought he was just being a little grumpy old man in that. But yeah, nah, too much football, man. It's way too much football. But big up, bro, as always, man. Yo, big up the other 2 man. Them big up every man in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
maybe
man.
FSG
Big up,
can put some of that hidden money on the yacht. You know what I mean? Love and respect.
Big up, G. Yeah, man. Big up, G. Big up. Big up, man. Like Zabiri every time. A couple supers came in. While that was going, Jay said Musk would get us relegated. Not gonna lie. Big up, Jay. Oysin says Klopp rules, but he was too sentimental. Keep too much players with burnt out legs and ruled above Edwards. If the other 2 don't sign and then afterwards sells, we don't recruit sufficiently, then we can judge. Big up Oysin. Atanas, big up yourself. Says, I know you guys roll with Gunnar Lee, but Drift, you'll change your view. And then when you see the video on NAF, I'm trying to. Well, who was it? Was it Not a Foul? Yeah, that he was on. Yeah, Not a Foul. The disgraceful comments he made about Scousers. You know, bro, I will check it out because, like I said, a few people have said something to me, and it does seem like it must have been something really bad. So I'm gonna check it out to see what happened, bro. Austin's also back. It says, what makes any fan think they are entitled to trophies? Brighton, Fulham, or Nottingham Forest will get a European trophy within the next 10 years. Right, that's a big statement right there, bro. I don't think people feel entitled to trophies. Oh, maybe they do. I just think it's more about always striving for them. I think maybe that's more what it is. Atanas is back. It says he just went too far. Kopish must react to Gunnar Lee's pathetic, small, discriminative approach. Have to defend Liverpool's honour. I mean, yeah, with all due respect, bro, I'm not gonna like be forced into having to like bad him up or something like that. But I get it. I'll definitely have a word with him if what it was really bad. Don't get like I'll check it out. I will check it out. I'm not sure what exactly was said, but I will check it out. Hopefully the video is still not hopefully as in like if it was bad, people should be seeing it, but so I can actually go and see what was said. But I understand your concern, Atanas. Big up, bro. I get where you're coming from. If it was disrespectful to Scousers, then it is horrible. You can't be talking like that. So I will check it out and then I'll let you know what I think once I've seen it, bro. Man, like Paul, you there, bro?
How you doing, man?
What's up, man? What's good, man?
That's good. That's fine. How's things for you, anyway? And the rest
I'm
of the
all right,
gang?
bro. I'm exhausted. I'm tired, but I'm good, man. I'm good.
Join the club. We're all tired, man. It's coming up to almost 11:45, man. So if you're not tired now, man, you definitely don't sleep. You know what I mean? Right.
What's good?
Anyway,
What are you gonna talk
let's
about,
go
though,
to this Trent thing. I have no problem with Trent leaving at all.
Oh wow!
And the reason why is because he's going to. I mean, it's a tale of two clubs. One club's got has ambitions to win, has a winning mentality, and has had that since its inception, Real Madrid. And they don't, and when they want a player who they think is going to strengthen their team, they go after him. And Trent wanted to go, and then I think Trent wanted to go to the club because they wanted him, and he wanted them, because they had ambition. And he's leaving the club with owners that have no ambition. They have no ambition at all. They don't buy that. They don't buy no players, and then best to hope for the best and expect everything to fall into place, and expect us to win trophies. It's not going to happen.
So let me just ask you quickly, Paul. Then, where would you say Trent has to sit in regards to? So I totally understand the argument of the not being as ambitious as they should be. Right? We've complained about FSG with that situation for a long time. But where do you sit in because you are a boyhood fan, Scouse academy player, you kind of have to like try your best to maybe look past that and try to still the same way Stevie D. And again, I don't think it's fair to compare to Stevie, but you know the way Stevie he battled through all the foolishness to just try and get Liverpool to the top.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry. Apparently Stevie G wanted to go to Chelsea, but he
thought about it. Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he did. But in the end,
wanted to go to Chelsea.
Even Real Madrid tried to get him when Mourinho was Real Madrid manager. He tried to sign him for Real Madrid. But at the end of the day, whether he came close or not, he still felt, nah, do you know what? Let me stay with my boyhood club and it will mean more. Because I've even heard him speak about it. And he said the main reason why he stayed is because he felt like if he could get that Premier League, if he could get over the line, it would have meant more than 5 league titles at Chelsea. Do you get what I mean? Like just that one he wanted to get with Liverpool. Maybe Trent doesn't have that feeling because so early in his career he achieved everything. So he doesn't have that hunger like what Gerrard had. But the principle, though, should still remain the same, though, innit? If you want to be captain, if you are the Scouser in the team, if you have come through the academy, if you support the club, it's your boyhood club. Should you not be more like, look, I know these owners ain't shit, but let me just go even harder to try and bring success rather than going, nah, I'll just bounce. I'll just go and get it somewhere else.
We're the best one in the world, possibly, but we live in the real world. And depending on what your ambitions are within the game, as footballers, it's about your legacy in terms of winning trophies and being amongst the best players that played the game. You strive for that particular accolade. And if saying that a club doesn't win trophies is not going to put you in the conversation, then you might as well leave. I mean, Trent's not been the first player that has said that Liverpool was his boyhood club and has left the club. Look at Steve McManaman.
No, but that's what I'm saying. McManaman doesn't get
Yeah.
anywhere near the love that he should, and that's the consequence of those actions. You see what I'm saying?
Well, I think Trent is willing to take the consequences of his actions.
Yeah, he is. But it seems so.
Yeah, he's willing to see the consequences of his actions, and he wants to win trophies. I mean,
here's the one thing I will say though, bro. If you think you're ready for the consequences, it doesn't mean you are. So it'll be very interesting how he feels when he hears the boos, when he sees do you get what I mean? Because I think that might be something you thought you were ready for, but are you really ready for it? Do you get what I'm saying?
Wait and see when he comes back to Liverpool if we ever meet Real Madrid during his time there.
Well, I don't. If he does anything to make Real Madrid beat us, that's not even something I wouldn't even imagine, bro.
Okay, I'm moving on to the Harvey Elliott thing as well. For me, I think it's a better squad player. He's never going to be a regular, in my personal view.
Okay.
Yeah, and because he doesn't have the athleticism, he doesn't have the ball retention. He's easily knocked off the ball. He struggles to maintain possession of the ball, and that's where Cherki comes in. Cherki is very, very difficult to knock off the ball. And he doesn't lose the ball hardly at all, even in tight areas. Plus, he's 2-footed, and he can produce that magic moments even Harvey can't produce.
Yeah,
and he'd be very useful against a low block because he has that thing you cannot buy.
That X factor
defend against. Yeah, X factor and invention. He can just do something out of nothing, the unexpected. And that's what we need.
I hear that. I hear that.
Yeah.
Would you be worried about his work rate?
Not particularly. No. I think work rate is incredibly overrated. It's useful, but it's not the be all and end all, in my personal view.
Okay. Even though the Premier League is very set up for that, though.
Yeah. Well, when's the last time we won a European trophy apart from City? We don't win the UEFA Cup hardly at all. It's always the teams with the best technical players. It's always La Liga or Italy.
I hear that.
Always seem to be the latter
I mean,
stage
I'm not opposed to him. I'm not opposed to Cherki at all. Cherki's a baller. So if we get him, then it would be good. The only thing I just worry about with Cherki,
I prefer that. And I've got a few replacements for Trent as well, which might be useful. And there've been a lot of them in the news that we're looking at certain players. There's a guy called now Martinez, Ivan Frenada, and Oscar Megaqueza.
I haven't heard of any of those players, bro.
Yeah, you never heard of them. That's exactly some of the best players. They could be diamonds in the rough. That could turn out to be good signings. And then
I'll go check. I'll go and check out those players and see. So they're young, yeah.
I think Paul would be a good sign as well. Yeah. And plus, we have to move on from Trent. I mean, everyone's obsessed with getting someone who plays exactly like Trent. Trent is a unique footballer. Yeah. In terms of being a right back who can actually be a playmaker from right back. And has that range of passing. You'll never see that type of footballer again. Because there isn't another type of player like Trent.
I agree with that.
My view. So I mean, he's looking for a right back who can convert into midfield, or either left back. And also, I'm saying, please do not go and get Kirkes. Not a fan.
You're not feeling Kirkes, no?
No, I'm not feeling him at all. I would get the guy from PSG, the guy who had the better of Mo in 2 games out of 2.
Oh yeah, no, but it'd be so difficult to get, bro. Like PSG.
I know that's the problem. He's my number one. I would love to get if we can prize him away from from PSG. He's my number. He's got pace, technique, ability. He can beat man, and he can defend. Almost a perfect prototype left back.
Yeah, no, I agree. I just think it would be almost impossible. PSG won't sell him. We wouldn't spend the money.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
He'd be going for about 40 to 60 million. I think we can spare that.
I'd probably say more like 60 to 70, bro, if I'm being honest. You know how the world is now, bro.
Yeah,
but you know the world's gone mad, bro. Cucurella went for 60, remember? Do you know what I mean? Like the world's gone mad, bro. So
he's not been that bad for Chelsea. Actually, he's been one of Chelsea's best players.
Cucurella, but he's not worth 60 M's though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's good, but yeah, 60 mil was crazy.
Who would you have as our forward if we don't get Isak?
Who would I prefer? If we don't get Isak, then I want João Pedro.
Differ. I would love to have the guy from Frankfurt. Is it in Turkey?
Oh yeah, a lot of people are.
I love it. He's got brilliant. He can dribble. He can pass. He can hold the ball up. The man's got a lot more strings to his bow than the other strikers that we've been linked with, apart from the Cunha. Him and Cunha, I would take in a heartbeat.
There are quite a few rumors about him actually, so I'm not sure what truth there is in it, but I think we are.
Any of those two or both of them, if we can get both of them. If we're losing Jota and Nunes, and if we can get about 80 million, if Saudi Arabia coming for Nunes, well, that's 80, and they part with 80 million, we can get both of them. No problem.
Yeah. Well, bro, pick up yourself, man. As always. Yeah. Hopefully, speak to you again next time.
Anyway, you haven't enjoyed the rest of your evening now.
Yeah, man. You too, my bro. Yeah. Big up yourself, G. Big up. Right. Let me check how many messages I've got coming through. None there. Right. Uncle Roz, what's going on, my bro? What's good, man?
Yeah, what you saying to me, cuz?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. What you saying? How you doing, man?
Yeah, listen, I'm going to start off with one thing first, yeah? Then I'm going to move on to the Trent thing, yeah? Listen, you see that guy there? Right? There's certain things I want to say about this guy, right? But I can't say it on your channel because you'll get cancelled, yeah?
Okay.
But Guna Lee should never be on your channel ever again. Boycott him from your channel, bro. Boycott him from your channel. I don't even want to see him in a super chat. I don't even want to see you phone him when he has to get a Ghana Warner.
It was that bad, yeah?
It was that bad. Literally, brother. I sent the clip to Cal, yeah? I sent the clip to Cal, right? And it was Guna Lee Gunner, which I was surprised as well, because he was involved in it as well, you know. I was surprised with him still, right? Yeah. That dusty Newcastle fan, yeah, right? That started running out his mouth, right? Yeah. And I think to myself, well, brother, you only want this is the first trophy you won in 70 years. Shut your mouth, innit? Yeah, right? But he wasn't really anything to do with it, yeah? Right? And the next guy, and it was on never a foul, bro. Yeah? Yeah? Now, as far as I know, yeah, is that Monts at the end of the day, right? Yeah? Monts is your brethren, yeah? Monts is your brethren. He's a brethren the show, right? Now, Monts at the end of the day is a colleague of Never a Foul. Yeah? Them man like Cass were laughing at him, bro. They were laughing at him. Didn't even stop nothing. Didn't stop anything, right? Guna Lee literally called all Liverpool fans. This is not just Liverpool fans in Liverpool, yeah? Liverpool fans all over the world, yeah? Number one, he called us faggots. He said we're disgusting, yeah? He called us inbred. He said they stink. Whole heap of things he said about us, bro. Yeah? Yeah? And that's not right, bro. That is not right.
If that's what he said, that's bang out of order.
Yeah? No. The thing is about it, think that, right? there's banter, you know what I mean? Like say, oh yeah, you man only won one Premiership, and you know these little banter there, and we say, oh, you ain't won the European Cup and rare. There's that banter, yeah. But this was out of order, proper out of order, and it was all getting at Mons. They was all getting at him, and Cassidy Day, his colleague, didn't do anything to stop it. If anything, he was encouraging it. There was a show one time at the day when it was Grizzy Don was having an argument with some other guy, or some next guy, right? I think it was them too. And it was getting bad, yeah? And he jumped in and stopped it. I think he took both of them out, yeah? He did nothing of the sort with Mons in it. He hanged Mons out to dry. Do you know Cass was laughing so much and everything like that? He walked off stage. He come off stage, he goes, I can't do anymore, I'm laughing too much. And he come off stage. You know what I mean? And then come back on. It was all fun.
I'll have to watch it because, like I said, it's very difficult. I know everybody's obviously telling the truth. You know, when you haven't seen it, so it's difficult to actually. Like,
I know you're saying, Drift. I know exactly. I understand exactly what you're saying, and that's why I wanted to check Kall. That's why I wish Kall was on the show tonight. Yeah, because I sent Kall the clip and it's a blue tick. So now Kall has watched it, and I could have said, if Kall was on the show tonight, I could have said, Kall, tell Jifty what the thing, yeah, right? Because I even put in the comment in the day. I'm not going to tell you on obviously on the show what I put in the comment to tell Goon Lee. I'm not going to tell you that, you know what I mean? Because you know the thing go already, brother. You understand what I'm saying? But you know, he got that guy that you showed a clip from, and he goes, "Am I gone that?" Yeah. It was something along the lines of that. Okay. Right. Something along the lines of that, yeah? Right. Yeah. So, like, it was disgusting, bro. It was disgusting.
No, I can even see the people in the chat are saying, like, it was making them uncomfortable. It was horrible. Yeah, I will go. And to be fair, I probably will have a word with Lee offline as well and be like, bro, like, that's that. Like, if I see it with my own eyes, then I can comment on it. I will, because I don't even get why. So
do you know what it is?
I'm confused. You know what I'm saying? So
do you know what it is? Yeah, right. You know me. I don't let much things bother me. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. If somebody's going on funny with me and I think that, or saying going on a certain way, I will just let them go on. You know what I mean? I won't bother them. Yeah. Right. I'll go so far as saying, Drift. Yeah. I'm a member of your channel. Yeah. I'm a member of your channel and stuff. Yeah. And you know I'm subscribed to it as well. Yeah. And you know I'm like with you guys in effect, because you guys are my brothers. You understand what I'm saying? Because I was having a conversation with Kall the other day, phoned him the other day, and we was having a conversation about everything and boom, bang, bang. You know what I mean? This is a level of like the friendship. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, right. But I'll go so far as saying that if you have Goonali on your show again, I don't think I can be a member of it anymore. Not with the way he was talking about Liverpool. Do you understand what I'm saying? You need to watch it. Seriously, need to watch it.
Yeah. I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah, and then you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
And to be fair, from what everyone's saying as well, I am very disappointed because up until this point, I've never seen anything like that from Lee's character. So it is very surprising that.
Well, brother, the thing is about it, right? It was like, it wasn't if it's one or two things, yeah. If it's like one or two things, I can understand, yeah. But he went on and went on and he went on and he went on. And Paul Mons is just there and everything that, right? But Paul Mons is just there, sitting there, right? And he's getting it from both angles. Yeah, but mainly from Goonali Lee, right? But like obviously Lee Gunner chimed in and said said he's bits, yeah. But he was getting it from both angles. Even the dusty Newcastle fan, you know, that dusty Newcastle fan George, that doesn't like Liverpool. He hates Liverpool and he hates Klopp. And he said that on his channel. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I think so for what you hear things for. We set Chen in a brother. We set Chen. If we weren't winning things in the face, you couldn't win nothing, brother. You know what I mean? If we weren't the team that we wasn't in for that, you lot won't be running your mouth and saying that how you lot dominating us and this and that and rare thing. You understand? You know what I mean? Well, then watch the thing. My second point is You see Trent, and I think that the thing with Trent. I know how you feel about Trent and then them thing there, right? And I just sometimes there because I spoke to sort of like Kall-In a week and I think that, and you know what I mean, and like about the situation and you understand obviously what you're saying and so forth, and you got to know at the end of the day, right, that when I speak to Cal or anybody about yourself, I never badmouth you. I never badmouth you and this and that because you're my brother. You're my brother. I mean, tell Cal that you can ask him. You understand what I'm saying? But the only thing what I would say with Trent is that sort of like with Trent and everything that, right? The only thing at the end of the day that I am upset with him, not that I'm upset with him, I think he could have done it better, was the fact that he should have come out a long time and said what his intentions were. You know what I mean? If you want to go to Real Madrid. Because what it is with Trent and everything that, right? And all other players in that squad, they see more of the club and how the club's moving than what we do. We see less than a quarter of what the club's doing in the day, right? Yeah. Now, what Real Madrid and Liverpool have not got in common is the fact that they is Real Madrid strengthened from a position of power. Yeah, as Don and San said today, right? With Liverpool, it was never getting to the top; it was staying there. Do you understand what I'm saying? It was staying at the top of the pinnacle. Do you know what I mean? To say, well, look, you know what? We're gonna go on and we're gonna dominate. Because what it is with FSG and everything that, right? And listen to Donna saying, it kind of like I kind of understood it now, right? Is that FSG take a lot of risk. They take a lot of risk and they for a greater reward. Do you understand what I'm getting at? But the risk that they take, you're not often going to get the greatest reward. They took a risk with Brendan Rodgers. They took a risk with him. They knew at the day he wasn't at that standard in the day, right? But they took a risk with him. So like, we're bringing this guy in the day, yeah, right? And if we give him some money and this and that, yeah, we can sort of like, you know, he might be able to get us the league. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, they took a risk with him, and then so much to the fact that the day when Brendan Rodgers was born in that, because remember at the day, you know, we was fighting in that league. And we could have got a first league championship title in his about 20 odd years, yeah? If you remember the day, right, all we needed was a defender. All we needed was a defender. He asked the board for a defender. They told him no. They told him, go with that team that he got. So they took another risk and then went Pete Tong and we lost the league. And then after that, it was a catastrophic effect in there because, you know, the players that you was getting rid of, you wasn't bringing in the sort of like players at the day to sort the thing, yeah? With Trent and the day, right? Trent has seen at the day, will look at the day, ambition-wise at the day, right? It's going to be better for me to go over there than to be over here. Do you know what I mean, yeah? Because what's going to happen this season and day, and what probably would happen and day, is like, we'll win the league, yeah? You might as well say it and day, we got the league in the bag, yeah? Right? Comes the end of the season in the summer now, right? You know, one at the end of the day, right? Yeah, they probably won't buy any players. Or two, if they do buy the players, all the positions that need plugging will not get plugged. Yeah. So really and truly at the end of the day, it's like that old saying, we're getting what we want, but not what we need. Do you understand what I'm saying? And these people at the end of the day do this all the time. So what is it with FSG? And they show a lack of ambition. You understand what I'm saying? Now he's seen it today, like Real Madrid and they've done the league and Champions League. They've done the double last season. What did they do? They went out and got Kylian Mbappe on the free. They had that pattern from time. Do you understand what I'm saying? They always strengthen and they always get like one or two players at the day, right? That's going to help them stay where they are. Because this season, make no mistake, they probably win the Champions League again. Probably. Again. Then Trent comes in the next season. See, they win the Champions League again and the double again. They strengthen the position of power. We don't do that. We always, at the end of the day, always show a lack of ambition in the market and a lack of ambition of where we want the club to go to. Because these guys at the end of the day, right, like these FSG owners in there, they're not footballing people. They're not football people. They talk about self-sustain, the self-sustain thing, yeah? Well, self-sustain. To me, at the end of the day, man, to a lot of fans at the day, you might ask and you might speak to, self-sustain at the day is winning. It's winning on a regular basis. You think it right in January and day, right? In January, yeah, we were 90% sure, right, that we're gonna win the league, yeah, in January, right?
Yeah. Well, right. So I'll probably say more February.
Yeah, but like, yes, all right. Let's say in January it was 80%, yeah, and then in February it's moved up 10%, yeah. But even 70 to 80% is good enough. It is really good enough. You understand?
Yeah.
Right. So what you do then at the day? So the right end day, right? We got the league kind of patterned up in a way, yeah. Right. So now we're going to concentrate on the FA Cup, yeah, and we're going to concentrate on the Champions League, yeah. They could have gone out and bought Kvaratskhelia. They could have got him for 50 million, yeah. They could have gone out and got Ryan Cherki for 20 million. So that's 70 million in a day. 70 million, you got two wingers at the day. You got two fresh wingers at the day that can carry on your fight, yeah, for the rest of the season in other competitions in the day. You didn't do that, yeah. Then when it comes to the PSG game, yeah, you're struggling, yeah. When it comes to the second leg in the day, you're struggling because the fact in the day you brought on in the day a guy in the day that was 50% fit to a guy in the day you had on the bench in the day, right? That was sort of like that was fit, 100% fit. You could have brought on what's the guy's name? The Chiesa. Sorry, you could have brought on Chiesa, right? It's limited options, right? Southampton, PSG, then the League Cup final. You played the same team, yeah. Southampton game, Ryan Gravenberch was knackered. He's running around like a headless chicken. The PSG game, the same. It's not going to change at the day for the League Cup game. Do you understand what I'm saying? But there is a lack of options in your team at the day, right? Because of the fact that the day, right, these guys have chosen not to strengthen. So what you've done at the day, you've took a risk again. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now this thing at the day with Arne Slot and everything that, right? I want with people at the day to get me to understand me and get me right, because what it was at the day when I said to you when I come on the show last time and I said about like Arne Slot and this and that, right? You know, I hold my hands up. He's gonna win something this season. You know, I give him that, right? So Berry's kind of took it in the wrong way to think that now I'm apologizing. Now I'm thinking that you know he's good enough. My problem at the day is this: I never hated the guy. I got nothing against the guy. My problem is at the day there is a level where we're at, you know, Jeff. There's a level that we're at, right? We have had this manager and they that's took us to such levels at the day that we, both me and you, never thought we would see. We never thought in the day that we would see Liverpool contending for league titles, Champions League, and all that. We never thought we would see that. Because I came from the days at the day when we was winning shit, yeah, and then sort of like we went into a dark period in the fair. I thought that was never coming back. Then we got this manager in and that. Right, he's gone. However way you want to look at it, he's gone, yeah, right. Because I still think in the day there was some snaky things going on why he went, why he left, right, yeah. He's gone and everything that, right? You don't double down. You do not double down, and that's what they've done with Arne Slot. He hasn't got that experience because obviously I put in a super chat in the day one time after the PSG game. I said, "This is what I'm saying about Arne Slot. He doesn't have experience." And then obviously you replied to say, "Well, look, yeah, in Europe, and he'll be probably better next season." Number one at the day, right? Why are we getting a manager in the day? Why are we getting a head coach, yeah, that hasn't got experience in the day in the Champions League? Because that's where we're at, you know. Why are we getting a head coach like that? And number two, why do we have to wait till next season? Why do we have to wait till next season? After having Klopp in the club, why do we have to wait till next season? So my problem was at the day, right? I see what the board was doing. They was taking a risk again. They with an inexperienced manager, right? It's not his fault he's inexperienced. It's just the fact that they just hasn't got the experience. Do you know what I mean? It's like if you go for a job at the end of the day, right? For a computer analyst and everything like that, right? And you haven't had the sort of experience at that level, do you know what I mean? You're not going to get a job. It's not your fault. You just haven't got the experience. Maybe if you go and get the experience, you might get the job. You understand what I'm saying? But coming from the area,
who would you want then, bro? Like,
I would have had at the day. I would have had someone like an Amron. I would have had Amron because Amron at the day showed me something in the day that he was like a winner. Do you know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? From what he done.
But look what's happening with Man U though, bro. Yeah,
but Man U's dusty, bro. Man U are like what we are in the 90s. Man U is a mess, and ain't no big. You could have Pep Guardiola go there, brother. Listen, you could have Jesus Christ go there himself, and now fixing my brother. It's mess. That's why I'm saying that all these Man United fans gabbing on everything. Your club's in a mess. KG came on and started gabbing. I think so, brother. Your club's in a mess. You're sitting in 14th place in the league. Yeah, you're in the Europa Cup and they're struggling in the Europa Cup. How can you talk to us, bro? Do you know what I mean? It's in a mess. Do you know what I mean? You could see it in the day. You got Amron on the touchline. You could see it in the day. Boy, you know what? I don't want to be here. It's in a mess. It's in a mess.
But would you not say that Amorim and Slot are very similar in terms of
no.
Feyenoord and Sporting are quite similar in terms of their stature in the country, and they've both won a title against the bigger teams in that circumstance. So even from that point of view, they're both very similar.
No, the Portuguese league is much more better than the Eredivisie. The Eredivisie, at the end of the day, I'm not being funny. The Eredivisie is like the sweaty sock league. It's like
but he didn't win it with the big ones though, bro. He didn't win it with PSV and he didn't win it with Ajax. So like the achievement is, do you get what I'm saying? Because he didn't do it with the clubs that
the three biggest teams. This is what you got to understand about the Eredivisie. The three biggest teams at the day, right, in sort of like in the Eredivisie at the day, right, is Ajax, PSV, and Feyenoord, and he won the league with Feyenoord, didn't he? He won the league with Feyenoord.
Remember, Feyenoord have only won the league like twice in 30 years or something like that. So they're not regular.
No, not regular, but they're a big team. Because if you look back in the history of the Eredivisie, right, you see Feyenoord at one time was a bigger team than Ajax. They was winning teams left, right, and center. There was a bigger team than Ajax, and then Ajax obviously influenced their dominance with when man like not Klinsmann, fucking Jordi Cruyff and their man they come in. But it was Feyenoord and the Ajax, real Ajax man then will tell you at the day it was Feyenoord, bro. You know what I mean? But
ain't Sporting got that same level of pedigree after Benfica and Porto? Aren't they seen as the third biggest club in Portugal? Though?
Yeah, I think it's a second, I think it's a second because what it is, remember at the day, Amron at the day done bits at the day with Braga, Sporting Braga. He toppled Sporting Lisbon, That's why he got the job at Sporting Lisbon.
No, but bro, Slot would have won the league with AZ Alkmaar before COVID, bro. That's a crazy achievement.
Yeah,
bro, he was top of the league, bro, with AZ Alkmaar.
But the thing is about it, Brendan Rodgers would have won the league at the day with Liverpool and but he never.
Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like it's still like showing he can do his thing though.
Yeah, but he's not the. That's what I'm saying. He's not the G like what Amron is. He's not the G.
I mean, I disagree. I think he's a better manager than Amron.
If you look, no. Come on, no. We're not having.
No, he is, bro. I think he's a better manager. Like the simple fact that he's got more flexibility within his tactics, bro.
No.
Like Amron can only do one way of playing ball.
Slot, but the thing is about it,
got more than one.
Yeah, the thing is about it, like Slot can do the same. Slot's like that as well. If you want to say that, Slot's like that as well. Because Slot and the day wins the League Cup final in the day, right? Yeah. Last 15 minutes of the day, we had no defenders on the pitch. We had Virgil van Dijk playing centre forward and he just throwing on attackers. Just throwing on attack.
No, yeah, but I mean, I've seen all managers do that though, bro. I've seen all managers be like, you know, let me throw the kitchen sink at it. You know,
no, he got lost at the day. You put Virgil van Dijk up top and everything that, right? And another thing as well, Slot can only play 4-2-3-1. He can only play that.
We switch it up in games, bro.
No,
there's spare times we switched it up.
You probably switch it up to 4-3-3, but he will rotate between 4-3-3 and 4-2-1. He's not a better manager than Amram because Amram's done more bits than him. Amram
I agree to disagree. I think he's better.
No, Amram won at the day. Well, he won teams with Sporting Braga. They don't care at the day, right? If anybody knows anything about sort of like Portuguese football at the day, right? It's very hard to win something with Sporting Braga, yeah. And he got snapped up with Sporting Lisbon at the day, right? And from when he was supporting Lisbon, he created dominance. He's a better manager than him. Do you know what I mean? He's a better manager. The thing is about sort of like Slot. I don't hate the guy, but I think what happens with Slot and everything that what's the biggest thing that happens to Slot? His experience is going to let him down. It's always going to let him down. That's all that. And another thing as well, people got to realize and determine it and they sort of like the situation and they between a manager and a head coach. A manager will have say on players coming in and players going out. A head coach does not. Yeah. And no, they don't. Because you know what,
No, I know. Yeah, they. I mean, I guess they have a conversation, but they don't get any.
And I say that anybody can have a conversation, but they don't get the thing as like who's coming in, who's coming out, really and truly. Because this is why Michael Edwards has gone through that head coach thing in the day, because he doesn't want the same thing happening, right, with him and Klopp. Because Klopp he was trying to tell Klopp and they will get this player, and Klopp saying, "No, man, I don't want that player, brother. It's this player I want." Do you know what I mean? He goes, "No, this one." He goes, "No." Do you know what I mean, right? And that's where they came like at loggerheads in the day, and that's one of the reasons why he left. So he doesn't want that situation again. Hence the fact that they sort of like they didn't get in Amron, because remember Amron and they would have come in for like probably nearly 20 million. Yeah, and he wanted money to buy to bring players in. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's like, and it's not as if they couldn't afford it. But the city with Slot now, he was 9 million and 2 million add-ons at the day for his coaching staff, which at the day he kept with his coaching staff that he came with was only like 2 people in the end, because remember that one couldn't get their work permit, and so there's a problem with somebody else. Do you know what I mean? I remember they got like Johnny Hyton, and they got Johnny Hyton in the end, and this and that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But the main thing what we're talking about in the day, when it comes down to ambition, yeah, when it comes down to ambition in the day and staying at the top, strengthening the position of power, yeah, FSG does not have that. They do not have that in the day, right? And Trent's probably looking at that and saying, look, you know what, at the end of the day, right? Yeah. I'm gonna go over there with Florentino Perez at the day, because I know at the day, right, he's gonna show ambition for my career. Do you know what I mean? Trent will probably go over there, right, and he probably won't have to work as hard at the day as what sort of like he does over here. He probably won't have to. You know what I mean? Because like Jude Bellingham, he probably will, but he probably won't. Yeah. But what will happen in the day? He will seek the rewards. Right? Now, this is a guy in a day that's won the league, Champions League, World Cup, yeah. Obviously the FA Cup and the League Cup, yeah. He's won everything in a day before the age of 24. His ambitions as a player, yeah, supersedes what FSG can do for him. It supersedes it. FSG cannot do that for him. Real Madrid.
Are you okay with Trent leaving then?
I'm listen, as I said today, the only thing, right, that's pushed my nose out of joint is the fact that today that he wasn't straight before. If he was straight before, said, look, boy, you know what? If he was straight and said, like, you know what, brother, I'm going to Real Madrid in there because this club in there ain't showing the ambition in there that I want. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, right. And this club over here is showing me the ambition there, right? Maybe he could have kick-started FSG to sort of like change their ways, yeah? But they won't change their ways, yeah? Because they've had 15 years to do it and they haven't done it. And all they're going to do each and every time, Jifty, there, right? I'm telling you, is take risk upon risk upon risk upon risk and hope for a greater reward. Do you realize something this season and day, right? We could have, if they spent some money in the transfer window, yeah, January transfer window, yeah, if they spent some money in that and brought in some reinforcements, do you realize we could have been talking about a league and sort of like Champions League double? We could have probably done a treble because we're beating Newcastle, yeah, we're beating Newcastle in the League Cup final, yeah, right. We probably went on at the day to win the Champions League because you know what Liverpool's like in the Champions League, yeah, in Europe, yeah, and obviously at the end we got the league pattern up. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we could have had more than what we get now. Don't get me wrong, and I'm very grateful. I'm appreciated of what we're getting, what we've got now, the league. Don't worry, I appreciate that. And one of the reasons why I appreciate that because I think at the day what's going to happen at the day is we're not going to see anything for another 5 years. Because they win because what it is with FSG, they win everything every 5 years. Every 5 years. When was the last time we won something? Won something really substantial? Wasn't it 5 years ago?
Would have been the Premier League, yeah.
You were the Premier League, and the season before that was Champions League. That's when we weren't. I'm not throwing a shade on the domestic cups, you know what I mean? Because that's good. The FA Cup and the League Cup, I like it, you know what I mean? But when we talk about sort of something on the bigger stage in the day, it's a league and the Champions League in the day. 5 to 6 years ago, that we won these things, and we've had chances in the day to win them again in the day, right? But FSG keep holding us back. You know what I mean? You know, a self-sustained module is winning every season. That is self-sustained. You know what I mean? That is so their reasoning and their point about self-sustained is different to ours, you know. This is what you got to remember, Jifty. It's different to ours. They look at it different. You know what I mean? Yeah, right. And Trent has seen everything. He's even seen at the day that the way that they treated his mentor, because Klopp was his mentor. He's seen all that, and he's saying, "Look, you know what? At the end of the day, I'm out. I'm going to a club at the end of the day, right, where they sort of like, yes, Matt, big up your chest, you.
What's going on, Uncle, man?
You're good. I'm going to a club at the end of the day, which is going to match my ambition because you're not going to get that FSG. I'm telling you, you're not going to get it with FSG because all they do, bro, is take risk upon risk upon risk, and they take risk with our time. They take risk with us. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. They don't cherish us. They don't think of us as anything good. All they think about is like, how can we make money out of Liverpool? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So that they're always going to take risks. And what it isn't, Trent has seen that. Because as I'll say it again, what it is with Trent, he sees more what's going on in the club than me, you, and everybody else. You know what I mean? So guaranteed that if Trent's leaving the club, it's for a good reason. So I'll just say.
I mean, the only thing I will say, because obviously we do have to bring in the other callers, but one thing I will say though, bro, is I think what's difficult to lean on that whole Trent sees things and that's why he's ducking because he's got ambition. I know they're at a different end of their careers, but if Mo and Virgil want to stay and they don't find an issue with the ambition, I find it really weird if Trent, who isn't on their level mentally, because they're more of a winner than Trent is, and I think that's proven. Why would he believe he's more ambitious in the club, but Virgil and Salah don't? That's the only thing that I get stuck with in that regard.
Trent, I know you got to bring something in, but what I was saying last, Trent is younger. Virgil van Dijk and Salah are older. They probably Salah has probably got like a couple of seasons left in him.
But wouldn't that make your need greater though for ambition because you're running out of time. So you've got to win as much as you can because you don't have long left. Whereas Trent being a younger player, but like, I've got 8-9 years left. So wouldn't the older player be more in a rush?
No, but why not stay at Liverpool and where Salah can do what he always does, clocks up those numbers, breaks records. Virgil van Dijk can be that captain and do the captain thing and then I can probably retire in Saudi or something like later on. Do you know what I mean? It's more of a rush for Trent, and then because he's 26, it's more of a rush for him to say, well, look, you know what I mean? I want more titles under my belt. You know what I mean? I want more titles under the belt. And I hate to say it, he's gonna get that. He's gonna get that at Real Madrid. He's gonna go over there and he's gonna do a madness, bro. He's gonna do a madness. You understand what I'm saying? The only thing about, as I said, the only thing about Trent and I'm not too happy with him is that the fact that well, if this is what you wanted to do, bro, because I don't believe it. And it's been 2 years in the making. Because 2 years ago, and we were trying to get Bellingham to come to our bloody Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? I don't believe it was 2 years. But let's say it was a year. I was saying, right, it looks like to me you made your mind up, and a long time ago, just come out and tell the man them and the people them, wagwan. You understand what I'm saying? Because remember at the day, Trent still ain't said nothing, For all we know,
he ain't said nothing.
He ain't said nothing. For all we know, he can wake up tomorrow and day, right, and like say, "Nah, I'm staying." Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Just one last thing, the difference between I would say a lot of people talking about Gerrard. Gerrard stayed and this and that, right? There was a good reason why Gerrard stayed, right? Because if you remember back then, right, Gerrard and Day actually handed in a transfer request. He actually handed it in. And it's only because certain bad man in Liverpool, Certain bad man in Liverpool. Nah, man, don't laugh, Don't laughing about it. Don't get me started, man, because I know you start laughing, it gets me started. You know what I mean?
Nah, I know this. I actually know.
Yeah, you know innit? You know, man.
I know the thing. I ain't say nothing, but I know the thing in it. Like,
yeah. Certain bad man say, look, brother, no, you ain't doing that. All I said, you ain't doing that. You know what I mean? And then the next day and everything, right, he withdraw the transfer request. But if then certain bad man, didn't say anything in there, right, we'd have been talking about Gerrard being a Chelsea player. So it's the same kind of scenario at the end of the day, right, as Trent. And then he was wanted by sort of like Chelsea and other teams, right? And he was saying at the day, right, is that I don't feel appreciated. This club is not matching my ambition. That was the talk back then, yeah, right? So if that's the talk back then and everything, that, right, don't you think at the end of the day that sort of like Trent's got a point? Do you know what I mean? Because this man, this is what I'm trying to say. If you're going to be pissed, yeah, if you're going to be pissed at Trent, you also got to be pissed at Gerrard. Because
at the time I was.
Yeah,
at
no, but
I was livid with Gerrard.
No, you still got to be pissed with him now because had he have got his way at the end of the day, had he have got his way, he would have been imagine that day he was going to go to Chelsea. At least at the day, Trent's going abroad, but he's going to go to Chelsea to rub a face in it, bro. Do you know what I mean? But listen,
but he didn't though, bro. So
I know he did, but you got Drifty. You got to understand, Drifty. Yeah, is this? Yeah, I know he didn't, but the man handed in a transfer request. He handed in a transfer request. His bags were packed, and he was leaving. And when he come out the door, he might have a taxi booked. When he come out the door, certain bad man was waiting for him. Say, "Get back inside, innit? Get back inside the yard, innit?" You understand what I'm saying?
What?
And you know it to be true because there's a podcast, and there's a podcast. Do you ever watch Brookside?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, do you remember that girl that was
Channel 4 settings? Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, right. Do you remember that girl in there that was going out with Tinhead? Jennifer Ellison,
yeah.
Right? She was going out with Gerrard, yeah. And she talks in a podcast lately, she talks about certain things, him and certain bad man, and you know what I mean? You understand? So I know it to be true. You
have to remember something. Gerrard even spoke about in his book about he had a stalker for time, Gerrard had a stalker as well, Gerrard went through it, like he went through it still.
Yeah, because
I can't lie.
His pops was
Different
involved.
times though. I will say different times because again, like social media era. Not only that, those type of things, if they allegedly happened, will be a lot harder to get away with, or in my opinion, get away with now, so to say.
Oh yeah. You couldn't
compared to back then.
Some of the things that obviously were done back then, and they with certain talk kind of in that, right?
Yeah.
But my point is that it's like Gerrard's bags were packed and he was gonna go. So really and truly, at the day, right? We have to give the same smoke to Gerrard and still give the same smoke to Gerrard because he would have left. He would have left. The only thing stopping him, and Dave, he got told not to do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Trent hasn't got that limitation in there, right? Yeah. And he's gonna take that thing there. One thing I'll say to you, Matt, before I go, is link Cal, right, and get him to send you that clip. Yeah.
Okay.
Of like what I sent him with Gun Lee and everything that, right?
Okay, I ain't even seen it. I know people been talking about it. I ain't seen it.
Boy, cut the man in the brother. Boy, cut him. For running with brother.
You that serious?
Nah, man, boycott him, brother. Listen, I was telling Cal.
Yeah.
If he's ever on the show again in the day, right, I might have to cancel my membership, bro.
All right, let me again.
No, you need to watch it. You need to watch it.
Hear what I'm gonna say. Let me speak to him. I'm gonna speak to him as well because a lot of people have said it in the comments. Let me at least because I got to see it. You're right. I got to see the footage. And
watch the thing.
Remember, I'll call him as well. I'll call him. In fact,
no. You know what? It's brother. Brother.
I'll call him tomorrow, man.
No, brother. You don't even need to call him in the day because you know what it is in the day. He knows exactly what he done. Yeah, he knows exactly what he done, and he knows exactly in the day why he done it. He's a big man still. He's a big man. He's a big man. He's probably got kids and everything and that, right? He's got to take responsibility in the day.
No, 100%.
You know what I mean? And what he said in the day was out of pocket, bro. Put it this way, I wouldn't even say that about Arsenal fans.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say that. You know what I mean? It was out of pocket and everything that, yeah. And it was all about a situation and day with Trent and it's got nothing to do with you. It's got nothing to do with you in the day. What Trent is doing, it's got nothing to do with you in the day. How we feel about our opinions at the day on what Trent done. It's got nothing to do with you, bro. You know what I mean? For you to come up with that, and you got people like Cass, you know, you got people. That's what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say, and I was talking to Cal the other day, right? The whole YouTube community in there is getting far too toxic. You know what I mean? This is supposed to be,
I hear it.
This is supposed to be fun, bro. This is why in there I always put you mans at elite stage and everything that, right? Because when I watch your stuff in there, it's fun, bro.
Yeah.
It's fun, laughter, and insightful, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's what it should be when you watch content creators. Fun, laughter, and insightful. You're supposed to walk away with learning something. Yeah.
No, facts.
Most of these guys and everything that, right? They're saying things at the day, right? They're frauds, bro. Most of these guys are saying things at the day just for shock value, clickbait, and all that, just to sort of like get.
No, I'll check him tomorrow. I'll actually check it tomorrow. That
no, but I will. You know what?
No, Uncle. If it's a thing where he said something, because again, I ain't seen it. If he says some mad stuff,
he did say mad stuff.
No. Again,
I'll tell you one thing he said. One thing he said. Just one thing. He called all Liverpool fans. Yeah, all Liverpool fans. He called us faggots.
No way.
All right, watch the thing, brother.
All right, I need to watch that. I'm not gonna. That's crazy.
Paul Monts was there, you know. Paul Monts was there in for that, and he was getting it from all angles. He was getting it from Goonally.
He said that.
He said faggots were inbreds, bro. Inbreds.
No.
Inbreds, bro.
No.
Brother, if I watch the blood,
no, me go watch it. Right now.
Yeah. So watch the thing in effect because
you see when I've done this show. Like, when this
sorry.
No, it's calm. When this show ends, I'm gonna watch the clip, and I'm gonna call him first thing tomorrow.
Do you know what? Do you remember when my man come on the show?
I'll call him tomorrow. Do
you remember when KG come on the show and everything that time when he got a 2-2 and everything? He started running his mouth and he was saying certain things in there. And like I caught the tail end of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I looked in your face and everything and I saw you wasn't happy. I saw you wasn't happy enough in that, right? Trust me, brother. It's worse than that. Listen,
I hear that.
I'm gonna go because you got enough people that want to come in, and you can't listen to me all night. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, respect that, uncle, man. Respect, man.
Listen,
come on.
Brother,
you know the thing already. You know the thing already.
You know innit?
I know the thing already.
You don't have to say nothing.
It's one of the ones where I can see you once in a year, but when I speak to you, it's like I spoke to you yesterday. It's one of them ones.
You know that's ones, isn't it?
You know, trust me. Come on.
Hey, listen, I've got bare love for you, man. And you know I've got bare love for you.
Appreciate that, man. No, same as well, brother.
Listen,
come on, man.
Listen, all I can say in the day is keep on doing what you're doing, because like your channel and day, right, is doing what it's supposed to do. You feel me? It's doing what it's supposed to do. It's a proper thing, and I just find a lot of these other channels deal with toxic energy. You know what I mean? I'm not.
I hear that.
I'm not here for that. But you're doing what you're doing, and you know, I got love for you, man's there, and everything like that. Anybody disrespect, we just out them lights. Is it?
Yeah, no. I hear it. Trust me. But now, you know what I'm gonna do? Genuinely, I'm being dead honest. I'm gonna watch the clip regardless. I'm calling him tomorrow regardless. No, I need to talk to him. Because remember, I know Lee, so I actually know him. So I need to. Because this sounds so mad, but I know that bare people have said what he said, and I'm like, what? Like, nah, this can't run.
Yeah, he just
can't run. That can't run.
He just went into one. He just literally went into one, and it's like,
I know him, innit? I'm gonna call him because I actually know him. Like, it's not a thing where I just know him. I know him. I'm gonna call him. You know what I mean? I need to speak to him still.
Listen, you know what? If I feel if you had him on your channel again and day, right? I'm saying that obviously if you're good, on good, on good. But I feel if you had him on your channel again, right? I feel that you'll probably lose subscribers, and I don't want that to happen to you guys. I know
what it is though.
I know how you go work.
Yeah, no, 100%. I feel like, again, I can't speak for him. He's a grown man, innit? He does what he wants to do. Like, I'm not his brother. I'm not his keeper. What I'm saying is what I'm gonna say is this though. If he truly believes what he said, then that's a different scenario. If he wasn't and he was bantering, I would like him to apologize. That's just me. That I can only say what I would like.
Yeah. You can just speak for yourself. Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? Like, I can only say, like, because again, I need to see it. I need to see the content, everything. So I can go, all right, cool. I know exactly what's happened. Boom. Let me speak to him for a second. Once I speak to him, boom.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna call him tomorrow, 100%. Because there's too much noise about this, and I'm like, no, I need to find out where I go on now.
Check Kal, because I sent Kal the clip.
Yeah.
Kal's got the clip. Check Kal, and Kal will show you. You know what I mean? The clip and everything that, right? Then you can look at it, and then obviously you can do what you need to do after that. You know what I mean? But I suggest that the day you look at it and the day, and you'll think it and day, come on now, bro. Stop now. Yeah. And the thing is about it, and I think that it was like the whole panel, and then the whole panel of people
got awkward, didn't it? Like, I haven't seen it.
No. The whole panel were laughing at Monts. Cass, that Dusty George Newcastle fan. I don't know why he's talking. Yeah, some other guy. I don't know who.
Yeah.
Lee Gunner was there, right? And obviously Gunley, but Cass was the one, and that was encouraging it. That's another thing. That's another thing I didn't like anything, because what it isn't that Cass and Monts are supposed to be colleagues. They're supposed to be colleagues, and he was encouraging it. Cass was encouraging it, bro. And I thought that was bad out of order. But watch the thing, bro. Watch the thing and that stuff. And you know what I mean? And
I'll watch it. Like I said, I'll obviously I'll speak to him. Like, I'm being dead serious. I will speak to him.
Yeah.
Because it's a serious thing. Like, it's not a joke. What people have said, it's not a joke. So I'll speak to him tomorrow straight away.
All right then, bro. Listen, love and respect. You know.
Come on.
Enjoy the rest of the show. Jifty, love you like my brother. I love you more than Jesus. I would look completely there. Is it? And all the Kopish family, just big up. And listen,
man.
Keep on doing what you're doing and everything that, right? Because whatever you're doing, well, not whatever you're doing the right things in there, right? And you're reaching the masses, and they're loving the content. So keep on doing what you're doing. keep on grinding, and listen, bare love and respect, bro. Bare love and respect.
Come on, enough love, uncle, yeah?
Love, man.
Bless up.
Yeah,
Bless up.
Big up,
bless
man.
up, bless up.
Bless up, man.
Big up.
Boy.
Yes, bro. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, man. I need to make a I need to make a call tomorrow. It seems like I need to make a call.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
There's too much noise around this. There's too much.
I'm gonna
noise.
watch it to figure out exactly what's.
No, I'm gonna
on
watch
and
it
then go
tonight.
from there,
Once we're done this, and then I'm gonna call him tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
Call him tomorrow and see what's really happening.
Right. Next caller. Big up, guys, for being patient as well. Appreciate that, man. Josh, big up yourself, G. I saw your message. I can see the tiredness in your eyes, but talk to me, bro. What's good?
Just tired out here. Say, I want to go sleep, man.
Yeah, I'm tired, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you. What's good,
yeah.
Wait. Just in the background there listening, boy. Uncle Rods, you know we love you in it, but boy, you can talk, you know. You can talk. You know? Listen. Touch on a couple of things. The Trent thing first and foremost, because obviously that's the main talking topic right now. To be honest with you, I don't believe the rumors that he's been planning this for a couple of years. Yeah. I think 3 years ago, he looked like a guy that was in love with the club. I do think a lot of the mess that's gone on behind the scenes in regards to like Michael Edwards leaving in 2022, Julian Ward then leaving in 2023, us not having a sporting director, Schmacker then coming in for a year. So all of that mess up and cock up behind the scenes basically meant that you know all of the players and the contracts couldn't be sorted out, transfers couldn't be sorted out, things just wasn't running smoothly behind the scenes, which led to a lot of things being stalled, and then obviously we're leading into the whole club being in disarray as we're seeing right now. And when you look at Trent, he looks like someone that loves the football club. Like you can't, somebody who's been at the football club for 20 plus years, you can't not love Liverpool. He's a Scouser, do you know what I mean? But the thing with Trent is, from the start of this year, you started seeing sort of interviews that he done outside of Liverpool with Sky Sports, him saying stuff like, he spoke to Eze on the coach, and he said, "I don't know if I'm gonna win another trophy again." Do you know what I'm saying? And then he said that he wanted to win the Ballon d'Or, and then with Madrid putting in a bid. That then shows you at the start of this season and potentially from the end of last season when Klopp left, that's when his mind was starting to change. And you can't be naive and think that he doesn't speak to players, he doesn't speak to his family on a day-to-day basis about potentially leaving Liverpool. You can't be naive about that. You can't be naive about them not speaking about transfers, them not speaking about where's Liverpool going. And people keep talking about, obviously, like, and of course, like when I say like him talking about to his family, there's obviously the clip, or you guys might have seen on Twitter, of his brother liking a tweet about Endo, you know, the transfer about Endo coming in and Liverpool not showing the ambition. Do you know what I mean? So you can't be naive to think these guys are not discussing on a day-to-day basis or on a week-to-week basis. Where's Liverpool going? Are Liverpool making the right signings? Are Liverpool making the right moves to go and do good things in the future? And of course, with Slot coming in, he's thinking, what are we doing? I agree with what you guys have said previously in other shows. I think Liverpool winning the league this year has put a real dampener, or put a spanner in the works for him, because he thought, nah, I can just, we're not going to do good this year. I can duck out, I can leave. Do you know what I mean? He never thought we was going to be in this position, which is why in that Sky Sports interview in around October, November, he said, you know, I don't know if I'm going to win another trophy again. But the thing is, I will say this, I don't begrudge the brother for leaving. I really don't. Because I can look at it from a Liverpool fan's view, and I can look at it from a football fan's view. From a football fan's view, just outside, watching Trent kick ball at Madrid is going to be pretty mad. Like to take all the bitterness out of it, and you know, my love for Liverpool, watching him kick ball with the likes of Mbappe and them man, and it's gonna be pretty mad. Watching him ping the balls into Vinicius and Rodrigo, for a pure footballing point of view, that is gonna be crazy. Yeah. From a Liverpool's fan point of view, if we come up against Madrid, yeah, I want us, man, to destroy him. Yeah, destroy him.
Target him, 100%.
But exactly. We know his weaknesses now. We know his weaknesses. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so if we came up against Madrid, just destroy him from a Liverpool fan point of view. But from a football fan point of view, no, man, I think Trent at Madrid is going to be something pretty special. But I don't think we can be naive to think like, you know, like calling him all of these names, snake, rat, and all of these type of things. It's a bit too much. And to be honest with you, him leaving, people keep talking about, he's looking at Gerrard, and that should be his example for wanting to stay. Couple things on that. There isn't many people or many top level footballers who are one-man teams, one-man club people. Yeah, you got the likes of like a Baresi, a Totti, a Maldini, Puyol. I know you could say Gerrard, but then he went to LA Galaxy at the end of his career. But there's not many top level footballers that are one-man club players. Obviously the Giggs and Paul Scholes again, but these men are 10 years ago. This new generation seem to be the type of guys who want to go and try different things, play in here, play there, try all of these different clubs, different cultures and things like that. You even look at the likes of like a Sterling. My man's been across.
Oh shit, we lost.
I think we lost him, you know. No way.
Yeah,
that was
back.
a random cut.
Oh, you're back. Hold on.
Yeah.
You're back.
You're back.
Yeah.
So, like, there's not many in this generation that are loyal. It really isn't a thing like that anymore. Yeah. And tribalism is sort of going out of the window right now. You know what I mean? In football, in general, tribalism is going out the window.
Do you think that's money that might be doing that? Do you think now it seems to be more about securing the bag rather than legacy?
I think, yes, money is definitely a massive thing. Money is definitely a massive thing. But I also think it's the fact of, I think players nowadays, yeah, I think they're influenced by the socials. Do you know what I mean? And when I say the socials, you're able to see like, what is my man doing in Spain? What is my man doing in France? What is my man doing? I'm talking about the Bellinghams, and all of these other footballers. Like, you see the lifestyle way more. Do you know what I mean? And you think, you know what, I might want to try that one. I might want to try that, because when I'm looking at it, I'm looking at it in regards to Trent. These guys want to be stars. They want to be global stars. Like before, in 10, 15, 20 years ago, you'd only have a few global stars like the Beckhams and people of that. But with social media, it's more than just football now. Do you know what I mean? And then after football, they're thinking about, what else can I do with my career? You've seen a lot of these guys starting podcasts and starting all of these type of things. So it's just deeper than football now. It's gone way beyond football. And we just have to keep up with the times, man. We just have to keep up with the times. We're living in a different time nowadays, man. And that's just it.
I hear you, bro. I hear you. Here's the thing, bro. People who disagree with me or have a difference of opinion on a situation, I still love the conversation, because that's what football's about. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can agree to disagree with everybody about all these situations. It's just, if you ask me to give my opinion on it, I can't lie, Josh. He's a rat. But
I hear it.
I don't hear what you say and just dismiss it. I completely hear what you're saying, and it makes perfect sense. Do you get what I'm saying? It's just, it's a tough one. This is a tough one, man. Trent leaving, the scouts in our team, it's a tough one. It's going to take a little while for us to recover from this one still.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I was living in Liverpool for the last year and a half, and Trent was plastered. Like, I listened to the Gary Neville thing on Overlap, him talking about Trent being underappreciated in Liverpool. Like, nah, man. Trent was plastered everywhere in Liverpool. Every other third bus, you see a advert of Trent, either on Adidas or JD, something like that. The brother was loved. The guy was loved in Liverpool. we can't compare him to Gerrard because he's not Gerrard. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I was gonna say.
Everybody keeps saying like Gerrard never left, Gerrard done this, but he's not Gerrard, man. He has other ambitions. Do you know what I mean? The guy has other ambitions. He wants to do other things. Like you just have to say, you know what? Bye. We're gonna do without him. If for me though, everybody keeps saying he's running down his contract. He's running down his contract. Then they keep saying, why didn't he put a release clause into his contract? Well, how many Liverpool players have actually had a release clause in their contract in the past, like 5? I can't think of any Liverpool player
the other day. We don't actually do it.
The only person that had one was Luis Suarez.
Luis Suarez. So you know what I'm saying? We don't.
And then we
really
just chose not to. We just chose to.
No, actually, no. Tell a lie. We did put one in Firmino's. Because remember, it actually said that Arsenal was the only team.
Oh, yeah. Firmino and Suarez are the only two in the last 15
Firmino
years.
had a buyout clause,
Yeah. So then the release clause thing, and then on top of that, everybody keeps saying he's run down his contract and he's done it on purpose. How many players have we also seen leave on a free for Liverpool in the past 5 years? Firmino's, Caters, Ox, like Origi, Matip, Thiago, Milner. Everybody's left on a free. Everybody, and don't get it twisted. Fabinho and flipping Henderson would have left on a free as well if those offers didn't come in for them. They both would have left on a free. So this is what we do as a club. It's stupid, but it's what we do as a club. And to say that he's the only one that's doing it is so false. It's such a false narrative. Yes, you might not like what he's doing, but this is what we do. And if we're not careful, this is what's going to happen to Konate next season, you know. We have a mess to sort out this summer. We have a mess to sort out this summer.
Although, but what I will say is, if the rumors become true, he was offered over 300 grand a week, then the narrative has to change back to, well, it wasn't like Ox and Naby where we didn't do anything about it. We've actually gave him.
Drift, in your heart of hearts, do you believe he was offered 300 grand a week? In your heart of hearts, let's be honest. How we've run as a club.
I do. I do. Do you know why? Do you know why I believe we did? Because of the Scouse thing. I think at the end of the day, I think the club do realize he's important. Like you said, he's plastered everywhere. He's the poster boy. He is a good-looking guy. He can be marketed. I think the club know all of that, and that is why I'm thinking at least 280. I reckon. Yeah, I do believe he was offered a big contract. I do.
What do you think, Matt?
I tell you why I'm unsure about it. Because all of a sudden, now the reports are Salah's close to signing and potentially Virgil, and that's because Trent is about to leave. So you're telling
only an
me,
Egyptian source said
no. Even Melissa Reddy.
What said about it's because Trent's gone. Why
Liverpool are very they're more confident and it changes the landscape because obviously Trent leaving. With that being said, that tells me the money was not there for everybody. The money was not there for everybody to sign. Someone had to leave or two have to leave. There is no way in hell Liverpool sign all 3 players. For example, to give you an example.
This is when FSG need to smoke again.
I don't think
just hearing you say we can't afford it. Don't try and pull the wool over my eyes.
The reports have already started with Trent leaving and Salah now closer. There's more leeway, and they're now able to offer him a higher contract.
The club, the FSG need to just go, man.
They need to go.
I can't hear stuff like that. They need to just go.
They need to go, man. These men are the problem. These men are the problem.
Deep down, 100%.
Yeah, they're the problem. And I know people don't want to keep coming back to the FSG conversation because it's boring, man. We've having this conversation and they're never gonna sell. They're never gonna sell. Why would you? You know, why would you? They bought the club for 300 mil. It's now worth 3 bill, 4 bill, if not more. Yeah, that's 100,000. That's 1,000% return, or 1,200% return on an investment. That's crazy money. That's ridiculous money. Do you know what I mean? They're never gonna sell. So we just have to make the best of it. But I don't believe that the brother was offered a 300k. It's just not what we do. It's not what we do. Like,
look what we
Salah
had to do to
fight
get Salah.
tooth and nail.
This
I mean, the brother had to fight tooth and nail,
and he was the best player in the world at that point. If not best, top 3. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But what do you guys think on next season? How do you guys think next season's gonna go? Now, realistically, what's your views for next season?
I said earlier, because I think someone asked earlier on in the show, bro, and I said I've really got to see what happens in the transfer window and who stays out of the contract players. Then I can make my real assessment. Because if 2 out of the 3,
your assessment from now, like, what's your assessment from now?
What based on them staying or going though? Because
based on what you think is going to happen, you say you think
I think Salah and Virgil stay, and because I think Salah and Virgil stay, I think Liverpool will buy one big player and a few players we're a bit disappointed with, and then that will probably put us in a position to challenge again, but probably not win. Maybe bring on one of the domestic cups this time.
Yeah.
So if you ask me right now, I'd probably say put up a challenge for the league, but not win it.
Yeah.
And bring home an FA Cup or a Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
That's probably where I say we sit. And who that big player will be, I don't know. Yeah. I've got no idea who the big player will be. I just think we'll do one. I think we will do one 70 mil or above player. Yeah. Call me naive because I know our owners are who that. But I think Trent going will be the only reason they go, all right, let's, to appease the fans, we'll do one big signing. Trent went, so I'm not even saying right back, just whether it be Belieber, whether it be, do you know what I mean? One player who's like a big player, they go, boom, there you go. So you're not still pissed about Trent leaving.
Yeah.
And then after that, it'll be a couple man will out. Why are we buying him?
Yeah.
That's what I think will happen.
What do you think, Matt?
I'm staying consistent. I think they all leave. And if they all leave, which is what I think is still on the cards, we struggle. We don't make another title challenge. We'll be like, not when I say struggle, it will just be 3rd or maybe even 4th, because you can't replace those players in one summer. Even if, an example, Virgil leaves, you replace him with Højlund, who, you're hoping to be the next big thing, but it's going to take time. And not only that, you've taken out another leader. Salah leaves, you replace him with, I don't even know, but you replace him with whoever. Trent leaves, you replace him with whoever. And not only that, you've got places in the team that need enhancements already, like left back. We need a striker.
Yeah.
We go from winning the title, in my opinion, to then 3rd or 4th.
Yeah.
And that's because I genuinely believe, and I've been consistent from the start of the season. I said, if they don't sign by November, I think they're all gone. Now, I could be so wrong, but I want to be wrong. I would like to think that I was just like scaring myself. It was a scaremonger thing. But the Trent, we know, is leaving. With Virgil and Salah, it looks like there's a little bit more hope because Trent is leaving. And it does look like maybe the money that they potentially would have offered Trent, maybe that goes to Virgil and Salah. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you see our ownership, bro. This is the one thing I say about ownership. They're very sporadic. I don't know what I'm going to get from them.
No, you never.
This is the problem that we have, like, as fans. Like, I feel like when it comes to contract situations, we always feel like the worst is going to happen. You said, because we've seen too many times players at the club leave for free. Whether you think that player was over the line, so to speak, or whether we could have sold him before, the fact that remains is the player leaves for free. Naby Keita, Firmino, Milner, Oxlade-Chamberlain. Like, you could have sold them before when maybe they had offers. But you wait until the contract ends?
No, it doesn't make sense.
Like, again,
it's not how a football club should run. If you know that somebody's going to leave, I mean, I know the situation at Chelsea is very toxic, but when they know that a player is not signing the contract, so they want to make money, they put them in the under 21s, make sure that they sign a contract or they get some money for them. And I know it's toxic, and I know that's not how we run as a football club, but you need to ensure that you bring in money, especially when you know you have a sell to buy policy.
Yeah.
I'll quickly finish off on what I think for next season. Yeah. In my opinion, I I feel like what should have happened this year, what we all thought was going to happen this year, is going to happen next season in regards to, like what Drift said, kind of like what you've said as well, not challenging for the league, a rebuilding phase, and listen, we brought Michael Edwards back, yeah, and when we brought Michael Edwards back, we all knew the guy and what he was about, yeah,
facts.
The guy is ruthless. He's ruthless. Yeah. So you have to expect some ruthlessness. There's going to be players that you do not believe are going to get sold that are going to get sold.
Fact.
There's going to be some players that are going to go out of this window, that are going to go out of the window in the summer that you never believed was going to go out, because the guy is ruthless. He doesn't care. And that's what kind of makes me believe that maybe a VVD signs, but a Salah may go, because the guy, remember, the guy wanted to get rid of Henderson, but it was Klopp that said, I wanted to keep Henderson. I believe he wanted to get rid of Millie, but Klopp said he wanted to keep him. And that's part of the reasons why he had the fallout with Klopp. So don't be surprised if your Elliott's go. Salah's gonna potentially go. He's gonna be ruthless, and he's gonna do a clear out, and he's gonna say, I want to build this team in my light, my vision, because Slot is only a head coach. He's not a manager. He has no
He's
say.
not a manager. Yep. I was gonna say, he's just a coach.
So Michael, we all wanted him back, but we might not be happy with some of the things that he does. That's the only thing that makes me believe that Salah may not sign. I do think Virgil signs, because I think Virgil is important to Slot, and Slot rates Virgil like he rates Salah, like he rates Trent. But I feel like Virgil is most important to Slot, and I feel like what we see with Salah towards the end of every season, where he has the slight little drop off, I think Michael Edwards watches that. I think he watches that, and I think he
100%,
says,
bro.
You know, a lot of these signings that we're saying, Isak or Harry Kane, I heard you man talking about the other day. He ain't signing these guys because he knows that these guys are going to have these. They have these slight little injuries, these slight little knocks. You can't go out and sign an Isak for 120 mil if he might pick up a slight little knock. Yeah, you can't go out and sign a Kane at 32, even though I would, because you know he's guaranteed 20 Premier League goals a season. You can't go out there when you know that he has injury issues with his ankles every season. So, yeah, don't be surprised about what we're going to see with Liverpool, because expect the unexpected, basically. Expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for having me on, you man.
No, come on, anytime, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
Big up, man.
Take care
Great
of
call,
yourself.
man.
Take care of yourself.
Take care, bro. Have a blessed weekend, man.
Big up, man. Yeah, good call there from Josh.
Trust me.
Cool.
I was quickly go toilet. Be 1 second, yeah? 1 second, peeps.
Yeah, man.
One sec.
I'm gonna bring in a slight time-based situation now as well. I know it's a little bit unfair because obviously the past callers have been waiting very patiently, and some callers did get a lot of time. But again, it is 1 a.m. here in England, and I am starving and I'm tired as hell. Been a very long day. So it's not going to quite be only like 2 minutes like normally, but I am going to have in the background a little timer just to make sure we can get everyone in and out in the next, say, 15 minutes or so, guys. Jay, you there, bro? Well, go on, G. Can't hear, bro. I think you might be muted. Yeah, you might be muted, bro. No, I still can't hear you, bro. Say something else.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Okay, good.
What's good, man? It's been a minute, bro.
I actually have not spoken with you since, I think, the Copa America final.
Yeah, it's been a while, bro. It's been a while, man. You obviously you've been in the comments, but how you been?
Yeah, I've been doing good. You know, I'm a teacher, so like on Fridays, it's hard for me to ever get a call-in show. So.
Okay. Yeah.
I actually work on the other side of town, and if you don't know anything about Houston, it's about as, in terms of land size, it's about as big as London. So not as many people, but it's
literally got to travel the full length of London to get to work. That's a trek.
Yeah.
Man.
But Man, these callers been depressing, man. Just apparently we're a finished club. Apparently, I didn't know. Liverpool Football Club is finished. We have no ambition. We're gonna be finished third, fourth next year. I just wasn't aware. I didn't know all our. I understand we have two major contracts we have to worry about with VVD and Salah. But man, we're Liverpool. Did we forget who we were for a second?
I mean, some will say the owners forget who we are, bro. That's what some will say.
We've had these owners. They didn't just get here. We're Liverpool.
So talk to me then, Jay. Where do you sit? Where do you think we'll be next season? If I ask you the question, what do you think we'll do next season? What would you say?
We're gonna compete because that's the club's mentality. Maybe not the ownership, the players' mentality is that. When we finished fifth, what was it, 2 years ago? Why did we finish fifth? Midfield was finished.
Yeah, midfield was done.
Is our midfield finished this time?
It's just getting started, to be fair.
That's the engine room. I don't know. I think the squad has holes, but I don't think we're gonna fall off. Is Arsenal gonna turn into a world beater next year? The owner's just as stingy. You think they want to shell out another 100 million for Isak? After what has Declan Rice been doing? Has that return on investment been there for the Cronkies? You think
He's definitely been important for them. I don't know about return investment, but
you have to think of it that way because they think like FSG to an extent. They just have a little bit more money to spend.
Yeah, I mean,
the
you know what's crazy,
only spend
bro?
money. They only spend money on Arsenal and the Los Angeles Rams. The other teams, the Denver Nuggets, they don't spend money on those teams.
Oh, you mean the Cronkies? You mean
Yeah, they don't spend money on the other teams like that.
That's why the other day I was saying I'm not really sure when me and Cal was going back and forward on whether we think Arsenal have got more ambitious owners than us. I'm like, I don't know. You're kind of splitting hairs. I don't really know just because they spent money that you can say that they're, because I think the Cronkies are just as willing to just, if we get top four, we're cool. Do you get what I mean? Like, I don't necessarily think they care whether they win the league or they care whether they win major trophies. I just think as long as they're making good money and they're making the top four, ticking along, then they're all good. Do you know what I mean? So I agree with you to an extent as well, because I think I even had this conversation with Cal and Matt the other day when I was saying, I know the owners aren't super ambitious, but I know our manager's ambitious. I know we've got players in the team who are winners, who want to win. And I don't think FSG necessarily 100% set the tone of ambition. Yes, it always does. The buck ends with the owner, and the owner's the one who's supposed to replace a manager or replace whoever if they don't think that they're doing what they want them to do, etc. But I agree. I think there's still a lot of people in our team who are winners, who want to win. And even if the owners aren't super, super ambitious, I still think there's enough ambition in the squad overall for us to compete, as you said, and probably continue to maybe not win big trophies, but the FA Cup or what, you know what I mean? Like,
and Liverpool has always performed above their skis.
More ambition than people are saying, basically.
We always perform above our skis. Always. We always have. There's been a lot of years we should not have been as good as we were, and we have been better than we probably should have. Because that's what Liverpool is.
I mean, that in itself is a problem, though, Jay, because you shouldn't have to perform above and beyond. You should just have the tools to be able to standardly perform at that level, if you get what I mean. So it can go both ways. That can go both ways.
That's true. But back to the Cronkies, the only reason they've won championships in the NFL and the NBA, one, they spent a second rounder on a fat Serbian who turned out to be one of the greatest passing big men of all time. They did not know that was going to happen when they drafted him. He got drafted in a Taco Bell ad.
I don't even know you're talking about, but that
Nikola Jokic, Nuggets, Jokic.
And they made a trade with a poverty franchise for a quarterback that was good. Those are the two championships they won. They don't care.
But Jay, here's this though. You said they don't care. They've given Arteta about 700 mil. The problem is he hasn't brought the right talent. Yeah, because he didn't brought the right talent. I'll say this: if
would you rather have ambition or trophies? You should want both.
No.
Arsenal show ambition but get no trophies.
But
we get trophies but have no ambition.
What I'm trying to say is, if you gave that amount of money to Jurgen Klopp, do you know what he could have done? And like you said, Jay, we have.
Well, Klopp wanted to spend that kind of money though.
No, I think at the beginning, no, but the game changed because I remember the quote when he said, "I would never spend £100 million." Remember the Pogba thing kind of rattled him, yeah, and then he realized the game kind of changed. What we've had for us,
there's 2 times
is
he
the
would have
equalizer.
done it, bro. Tchouaméni and Mbappe. I think that's when if Klopp had the money he wanted, he would have gone, "Get me that guy," like whatever it is.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, Klopp has
but here's the thing: those 2 players rejected us.
They did.
But so I think extra money would have definitely motivated them, bro. Because you know what we're like of our tight wages.
Although
and all
I think the
we can't match what the Spanish government's paying players at Madrid. I mean, we can't match that.
No, we can't match that. But the Bellingham thing,
we can't match that.
The reports
the
came
brown
out
envelopes,
that,
we can't match that.
Exactly. The reports came out that we're not gonna get Bellingham because we need to look at the other areas of the squad. If we had the money, we would have got Bellingham. And then got the players as well, McAllister, Gravenberch, potentially maybe not Endo. I don't know. One of them would have missed out, but we would have rebuilt that midfield with Bellingham. The Mbappe thing, I can tell you this from now. We won 100% talking to Mbappe. Klopp wanted Mbappe. The problem is FSG were not willing to stump up the cash to get Mbappe.
They could have. They could have.
They just didn't want to.
Henry
They
wanted him.
didn't spend
John
it on
Henry wanted
one
him.
person.
But the problem is he wanted the wages PSG could pay, for one, and 2, he wants to play for Madrid. We're his third choice.
But he could have gone to Madrid. He could have gone to Madrid after a few years, but at least we would have had him at the club.
The plan was Mbappe would have spent about 3-4 years at Liverpool and he'll go. And listen, if we would have got Mbappe, no one would have expected Mbappe to see out his career at Liverpool. Like you just know he's gonna move on. The point being is that our ownership, in my opinion, don't do enough for the manager. Arne Slot, can you imagine, has stepped into Liverpool from Feyenoord thinking this is a massive step up, which it is. I'm fully going to get back to the transfer market to go and get the players so we can play the football that I would want to play. Do you know what's so crazy? I genuinely feel like this Liverpool that we're seeing is not even close to Slot's final phase, as they say. It's not even close. Do you want to know why? He hasn't got the players that he needs to even get to phase 2 or phase 1. You know what I mean? We're not even close to that yet.
Okay, so speaking of what a slot player is, let me ask you this. Uncomfortable conversations. Is Trent a slot player?
Someone asked that earlier on.
Trent's an X-Factor player, which I think Slot would just utilize over the years and find ways how to improve. Initially, no. However, what you do realize when you've got a player like Trent, there's no one in the world like Trent in the defense that can open up a game like that. No one even comes close. The only person.
Do you think Slot, even though I slightly cat for Trent after the City game, do you think Slot was okay with Doku dribbling past him 67 times?
No, of course not. Of course not. But he
By the
also
way,
knows what Trent is.
Real Madrid, we need to sign Doku just to go at Trent for 90 minutes.
No, we should go. We should go.
No, better yet,
Mane, bro.
No, better yet, get Desiree Doué from PSG to go at Trent for 90 minutes. That's what
I think we should be maybe trying to sign him anyway. To be totally honest with you,
he just got there. He's not leaving yet. They just signed him last year in August for 50
I
million.
know, but stranger things have happened.
You gotta spend 70 to get him at least.
What was the game where someone said in the chat, VVD had a massive go at Trent? Like, I'm talking, he spazzed out.
That might have been United.
Was it the United game?
I think it was the United game.
I think it might have been United.
That's when I feel like Virgil was just like, you're not mentally with us. That's not like you're not mentally here. You can see it.
And then,
I've never seen Virgil look so angry.
He didn't even play the Madrid game, and he made sure Bellingham got a shirt. And that rat Bellingham wouldn't even shake my midfielder's hand, grab him, but wouldn't even shake his hand. Grab was waiting for a handshake, just walked off with the shirt.
Yeah, and what Bellingham done was he used the 2 youngsters to come with him to make it look like. I don't even know what he tried to make it look like, but it was just stupid. Like, bro, you're going for your brethren's shirt. Like, you ain't got the balls to just go and ask him.
But Matt, how many rings does LeBron have?
4.
Which one do you think means the most to him?
Cleveland.
Interesting. 100. What's Cleveland to him? What does Cleveland mean to LeBron James?
Come on, bro. We know.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
Cleveland, this is for you.
We
know what it means, bro.
More.
100%, bro. Come on.
But even to your point, Matt, this is gonna back up a lot of people's point. Why did LeBron leave Cleveland?
Yeah. I'm gonna take
he went back.
I'm gonna take my talent to South Beach.
But why did he go? Because Miami showed what?
Yeah, we know.
But why did he go back?
D Wade and saw Chris Bosh for.
No, the sad is I wouldn't take Trent back at all. But my point is, it will always be more even if you go for the trophies. Those trophies will never feel the same as the ones that you win where you started. Being your boyhood club, it means a lot.
No, agreed. I'll tell you what's kind of funny about Trent, because I tweeted about it yesterday. In one of Trent's interviews, I believe with Sky Sports, he said, he goes, I want to win a Ballon d'Or. And I was like,
right back to
okay.
Ballon d'Or.
No, wait a minute. So I was like, okay. And then I was like, you want to win a Ballon d'Or? So you're going to Real Madrid. Real Madrid have Mbappe, Vinicius, Bellingham, Rodrigo, Valverde.
Tchouameni.
You
can argue Valverde is a better right back than Trent.
At Liverpool, he has a better chance of winning a Ballon d'Or than he actually does at Real Madrid. That was the joke. Do you know that? He actually has a better chance of winning a Ballon d'Or at Liverpool than Real Madrid. Want to know why? Firstly, the Ballon d'Or favors attacking players. That is a fact. It favors attacking players.
And Real Madrid have more.
You would have to do something so exceptional, in my opinion, to win it over Kall-In, Vinicius, and even Bellingham. You think you're going to win Ballon d'Or over those players? Do you know what Bellingham done in his first season at Real Madrid? Do you know how many game winners Bellingham got? Bellingham was clutch for them in the league last year.
It was actually fake how clutch he was. It was
Bellingham
fake.
Bellingham was fake last year.
And you got to remember, everyone he's assisting is going to be the one who takes the glory. So if he assists Vinny, if he assists Rodrigo, if he assists Mbappe, even though he looks great from his assist, they're the one running away with all the praise. So you're right.
Are they going to let him stand on free kicks too? Are they going to let him take free kicks at Madrid?
He ain't taking free kicks, bro. I'll tell you that from now.
I mean, we got to be honest. He's not the greatest at free kicks. When he hits a button, he hits it.
He's not.
Trent should have scored way more free kicks at Liverpool.
He's not a set piece specialist, you know.
Be fair, Madrid don't have a lot of great free kick takers though, except Valverde is probably their best free kick.
Valverde can take them. Rodrigo is very good at free kicks. Rodrigo.
Mbappe's actually never scored a free kick in his career.
Has he not? I didn't even know that.
No. There's a Twitter account that's like, has Mbappe scored a free kick yet? After every game, we're supposed to know.
I tell you, Rodrigo's cold at free kicks.
Some people are right. He might not even take the corners.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's so weird in a sense of I get it.
What is he going there for, really?
Like you're
wearing not a guaranteed starter.
I mean, he's going there because they're gonna want him with his diags, his in play. Like you see what he does for Salah down the line. Rodrigo will start to benefit from that massively.
What are they going to do when they play City and Doku skins them up? Because what do they do? Every time they play City, what do? They sit back, right? Just like we did against City, right? That's what they do.
Now, the thing is, though, in the league,
imagine if they had a better player than Doku right there.
in La Liga, Trent will get a lot of joy because
Nico
9
Williams
times out of 10,
get him up when he goes to Barcelona.
Yeah, but Real Madrid dominate like most teams in the Liga, other than when they play like a Barca, an Atletico, maybe even a Bilbao. But majority of times they will dominate possession, and when you dominate possession, that's when you get the best out of Trent. They will. The only thing I will say is when there's them tough games where they put a winger literally to go at him, that's when I think it will be problems for him personally. You know that, so
they're not buying him.
I've actually heard this. Big up, Gene. I've actually heard some rumors they're buying him to play midfield. I don't know if that's people just being silly, but I have heard some rumors that
I've heard rumors as well. No,
midfield.
but they said that they don't just see him as a right back. I think they're going to utilize him in midfield. 100%.
He can probably play in La Liga as a midfielder, but he can't play Champions League.
He'll have time in the ball. Remember, it's not going to be in a pressing team like Prem. He'll have
that's
time
what
in
I'm
the
saying.
ball.
He can do that in La Liga.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me just ask you one thing before we bring in the next caller, Jay. Do you guys believe if you was a player yourself and a club weren't willing to buy you, but they did all the wooing to get you for free, would you feel as wanted by that club? Because isn't the ultimate proof of you really wanting a player that you're willing to pay a really high wage transfer fees, like Declan Rice, like Arsenal rated him so highly. Whatever it took, if it was 100 mil, we don't care. You're our guy.
I would ignore all of that for a 75 million euro signing on fee.
No, but what I mean is, as the player yourself, is there not a part of you that might think,
like player pride?
If there was a fee, you wouldn't buy me? Do you get what I mean? Like, is there a little party that would think that? But Ross, if you got to pay for me, you wouldn't.
If there was a fee, would Liverpool
it's only because I'm free why you're willing to do it.
I don't know.
No, look at it this way. How would the fans feel if FSG sold the Scouser on our team for £100 million? How would the fan base look? How would they feel?
Oh, FSG would probably be getting it.
100%.
Imagine they sold Gerrard for £100 million.
No, money wouldn't have mattered.
100%.
Exactly. They use that kind of Real Madrid is manipulative like that. They will use that kind of leverage against the team. Liverpool cannot sell him to Real Madrid. They can't.
Oh, so you think that's how they'll spin it so that Trent doesn't think it's because they don't rate him enough?
Exactly.
That's a good point.
The American FSG, the Americans have sold our boy to Real Madrid.
I hear you.
I hear it though. I hear it, Jay.
I hear it. I see the logic in that. Interesting.
Like Trent, just don't put a transfer request in. We're gonna put in the bid. Right, we know you.
I see it.
We know your sign. We don't make a big fuss. We'll put in the bid. And they accepted. Then you'll see FSG out for sure. That's when you'll see it.
Yeah, I hear that though. I hear that.
Yeah, that would be crazy. But Jay, we're gonna bring in the next caller. Good to see you as always, though, man. Glad you got to call in this time, bro.
One last thing.
Go on, Jay.
Isak and Ekitike will be at Liverpool or Arsenal. One of them. I don't know which club, which player will go. One of them will either get Isak at Ekitike or Arsenal will get Isak or Ekitike. One of us will get them. And whoever only history will tell us the results. But one of them will end up on one of our teams. So let's hope we end up with the better one. But who will that be? We don't know.
Real talk, man. But big up yourself, bro. Love as always, man.
Big up, Jay, man.
Call in for the next one, bro. Big up, man.
Big up.
Big up, man. Big up. Do you know what is crazy, Matt? Yeah, before we just bring in the last two callers, I've actually heard a lot of people, and I don't know if this is copium because I don't know enough about him. But you see, Ekitike, I've heard a lot of people say that they actually think he's better than Isak. He's just at a different stage of his career. And I don't know if you know enough about him, but
I know about Ekitike. I've done
is he as good as people are saying he is? Yeah,
Ekitike is good. I said we don't get Isak on Ekitike, but Ekitike is not on the level of Isak. Ekitike is like.
No, not now. What they're saying is they think he'll go on to be better than him in terms of because he's a lot younger. They think
I don't know about better, but what I will say is he's at that same kind of level where Isak was at Sociedad. He's got a lot of improving to do.
Okay.
But the problem is, I don't think Ekitike is ready to lead the line now where everyone will be happy. What it will be is if Ekitike came in now, would have to give him time. But are you willing to give him time? Probably not, because you need him to score goals for fun now. However, you can't allow Ekitike to go to another club. I'll give an example. He goes Dortmund, has 2 great years there. Ekitike will cost you 100 mil because he's on that trajectory.
Yeah.
Since Marmoush has left him, he's actually stepped up. Took him a little bit of time, but he stepped up. He's got traits of an Isak. He's quick, same kind of wiry frame, good dribbler, little bit scatty at times, but again, so was Isak. I think people need to remember who Isak was at Sociedad. He wasn't who he is now. It takes time. Ekitike, in my opinion, is the profile of striker that we should be going for. Don't go and get no Sesko. Don't go and get flipping who's the other one that we've been heavily linked with?
Cunha.
Yeah, like Sesko, Pedro, they're all good. In my opinion, Ekitike ceiling is the highest. Whether he reaches that though I don't know, because he could turn out just to be bit of promise, but never really hit the heights in it. But the talent's there though. The talent's there. Trust me. He's a baller, fam. He's a baller.
I'm not gonna lie. You see Gene saying, let's get Kane for the 2 years then while Ekitike develops. That's the world we all wish we could live in.
100%.
We wish FSG were the type of owners that were like, you know what? Let's go and get the experienced guy to be banging in the goals.
The young up-and-coming player.
Gene, I wish we could live in that world. With FSG, we're never gonna live in that. We see like Real Madrid. Real Madrid would do something like that.
Oh, of course.
That's the type of thing Real Madrid would do.
They have Endrick while Mbappe is here. Endrick is how old? And you know what I'm trying to say? So they do that.
Yeah. What is Endrick? About 18, 17, 18?
I think Endrick's about, how was Endrick? 18, 19?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. See, so while he's becoming the player, you got Killian, and then maybe by the time Killian's like 29, he might be the guy, and then
I'm telling you.
What I'm saying?
And is he 17? I thought Endrick was 19. But he might even be 17, flipping out. But bro, this Real Madrid will do these things. Liverpool won't. And what we really should be doing, if we were about this life, is go and get Isak or Kane for 2 years. Ekitike is there. Maybe Kane would make more sense, because I think if you get Isak, I'm expecting to ball out for at least 5 years, at least. Do you know what I mean? Maybe someone else from Spain tries to get him again, but Ekitike is just there. And anytime there's a cup game, Ekitike is playing. Anytime there's an injury, Ekitike is playing. So he's getting just about enough minutes. But like, you know what I mean? But we would never do that, bro. That's the problem.
The one thing I will say though, even though I totally understand where you're coming from when you say he might not be ready to lead the line at that top level, if he is used to playing week in, week out at Frankfurt, maybe he himself wouldn't be willing to accept that bench role. Do you get what I mean? Because he's built such a profile for himself that maybe even he would be like, well, no, I'm not coming to be on the bench. Fuck that. Why would I do that? Do you get what I mean? Like he might have that mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the thing. If we're being realistic now, Liverpool won't get Ekitike to be second choice striker. They'll get him to be first choice and say that we'll do like, remember when Klopp first got hold of Origi, he's a project and I can't wait. We're gonna have fun. I remember pause. I remember Klopp said that in an interview. He's like, we're gonna have fun with this player. Pause, innit? That's the same way how I think Arne Slot would view it. Like he would see it as he's a project. Give him time, but I think he will do the business. But you have to give him time. Ekitike is not going to walk into the Prem and score 20 goals in the Prem. That I can guarantee that would not happen, in my opinion, anyway. What it could do is get you about 12, 13, maybe 14 at a push. But the talent is there.
He is 22, bro. So he's not.
The talent's there.
Young, but like 22 means he technically should be playing every week now, though. 22.
He's playing but he's been playing every week for, I think, last.
No, I mean, if he comes to Liverpool, that's what I mean. Like, technically, I get where you're coming from responsibility point of view, but for his age, would you not say he should probably play?
There has, other than Michael Owen, Robbie Fowler, there hasn't been a 22-year-old that's led the line for Liverpool off the top of my head, other than Fowler and Owen.
How old was Sturridge when we bought him? Oh no, I guess you're right. He didn't
20,
lead the line.
Didn't really lead the line. That was
Yeah, he
Suarez.
didn't really lead.
Other than
Yeah,
Fowler and
maybe,
Owen, I don't think it's, and that's because it's a big responsibility, bro. You see,
yeah, I hear
listen,
you.
nobody to bring him up here, but you see Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez, I feel like it's pressure. It's knowing that you are Liverpool's lead 9, and what's come before you, you know, has been absolute madness, and now you have to try and match that. Because I sound crazy. I've seen Luis Suarez talk about Darwin a lot, saying give him time, he's talented, rare tear. But even Luis Suarez saying that, you think man like Núñez ain't thinking flipping, oh, this is Luis Suarez, like he's a legend, like in terms of what he's done. Like, I've got to try and live up. I'm Uruguayan as well, I've got to try and live up to that. It's a massive responsibility. Remember, at Liverpool, we are so used to our number 9 being on crud.
Yeah.
Even our false 9 was on crud. Firmino. Every striker we've had has been on crud, you know. So
yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you.
Trust me.
Quick one here from Jay. Obviously, big up again for Jay's call. Says, by the way, Paisley was never a manager before LFC. Slot is fine. Yeah, there's been a few people a little disappointed with Slot today. Uncle Roz was one of them who's like doesn't think that he's quite on that level. Which I'm kind of surprised at. I'm surprised there's still a few people who are
first
doubting.
season, no man. Yeah. Like, he's not perfect, but it's first season. You got to give him time, innit? He's made mistakes, and the mistake he made, in my opinion, was playing a strong team against Southampton, then expecting that same team to go against PSG and roll over PSG. So
I hear that. Yeah, so apologies to anyone who's realizing why my lighting went so mad. Had to put the halogen on. Started to feel the cold out of nowhere, bro. I was like, what the hell's going on, bro?
It's cold outside. I can't even lie.
That's what the random shadows are in the background. Apologies, guys. Right. The last 2 callers been very patient as well. Big up you guys for your patience, man. Big up. It's been a minute, John. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, John?
Good, hey, thanks.
Yeah, man. Yeah, good, man.
All good, bro.
You, man.
All
How
good,
been,
man.
Bro?
It's been a while, mate. It's been a while. So it has. I had to go away and do a lot of work on myself recently.
I hear that.
I hear that, brother. Come on.
8 months sober next week.
That's sick, bro.
Congrats, man.
I do quite a lot of work myself. I've been in a bad place and I take myself away from the situation.
I hear that, bro.
But we're all good. Liverpool's good. Liverpool's win the league. Can't come back. I hear people talking about Arne Slot, and I don't get it. Why are people not more happy with what he's done? He's won the league in his first season. Not many managers do that. So where's the smoke coming from? I don't get it. Are we be grateful for what we have? What do you want the guy to do? Come in and win the quad in his first season? Jurgen Klopp never won the quad. Jurgen Klopp only won 1 Premier League trophy. Arne Slot's doing that in his first season.
Yeah.
And he's still a young manager, but I don't get the criticism he's facing. I don't understand it. And he's come into the Liverpool squad with his 3 best players, arguably, on their last years of contracts. He's had to win every press conference getting asked what's happened with contracts, what's happened with contracts. That's not easy for a new manager to deal with. So everything he only lost one Premier League game a season. Put some respect on his name.
Yeah.
No, I agree. That's why I was quite surprised.
No, I agree.
There have been quite a few people that think we could do better. Like you know what I think? I'm not going to speak for them. I'd let them say it themselves. But what my interpretation of the criticism would be, everybody's just very annoyed at how we handled the PSG game. It kind of seems like that's what's made people, which I think is unfair, because yes, I get maybe even the cup final when we lost to Newcastle, like maybe those are the 2 games where maybe I think people are more annoyed we didn't win the game than they are with what Slot did, if that makes sense. Like, of course, we wanted to win the Carabao Cup, we wanted to do a double, we wanted to have a trophy, so I totally understand being annoyed at it. But if I flip it on its head, I'll say, Is it that Slot isn't good enough, or just on the day Newcastle just wanted it more, and they're a good team? It's not a Wigan or Swansea. We were playing one of the best teams in the league, and they just wanted it on the day. Like, so I get it. Slot had to do better on that day, but maybe it just was what it was. Newcastle beat City, Arsenal, and Liverpool to win that trophy. Maybe their name was just on the trophy, you know. So it's a strange one, isn't it? It
baffles me because I look at Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp lost it. We went out against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. So Jurgen Klopp's lost big games in Champions League.
19-20 season,
lost finals in Champions Leagues. Jurgen Klopp lost finals in his first season.
Two finals.
UEFA
I don't understand. It baffles me where all the criticisms come from of Arne Slot. Give the guy a break. I think he's doing a fantastic job. He's won us. I can safely say it now. I think he's won us the league.
Yeah. John, you know what I think? I don't know if you lot agree with me on this one, but what I've noticed, and this is what's crazy, and I'm not even trying to call anybody out. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions or whatever, but I personally find it a little bit crazy, as somebody who thought we would win the league. So I'm looking at it from a point of view where I had a high expectation. I find it crazy that what I think is annoying people more than anything is that we're not going to win multiple trophies. And they're almost upset with the league being the only thing we're going to win. Like that, I think that's the crazy part when I hear people going, we're only going to win the league now. Wait, hold on a minute. What? Is that not the holy grail? Is that not the thing that we wanted the most out of everything? So it's like, right, just because we came close to doing well in multiple competitions, how comes all of a sudden we're slightly diminishing what the league means? Because we didn't win the Champions League. We didn't get more than one. Do you get what I mean? So I think that's what I've found a little strange. And not only our fans, now even the rivals are trying to act like this isn't an accomplishment. What Liverpool's going to win this league and this and that. And I'm like, so you've even got Liverpool fans and rival fans almost downplaying winning the league this season. It's weird. That's the part that I'm finding really weird about this whole thing. Do you know what I mean?
No, I agree. Like I said, it baffles me because they're saying it's only the league. I'm sorry, but Liverpool are supposed to win the league. It's not only the league. Look at the year we won in COVID. They said the COVID season. Personally, I don't think it was COVID season. The year Man City won it was the COVID season. That one earthquake the hell out of me. People saying Liverpool's hell was COVID. No, it wasn't. Man City's was COVID hell. But even that year, that was our first trophy in league hell so many years. We'd never get to celebrate that hell. As fans, we never get to celebrate that hell.
Yeah.
So why are people that more excited about this title? I think that everyone's going, it's a league title. What is the league title is the biggest title you can win. And that is your bread and butter. We should be winning the Townsend for league title every single season. And if Rangers fans want to go, it's only a league title. It's a league title, you're not winning.
Do you know what it might be? It's literally just come to me as we're talking, bro. Do you know what it might be? It might be because we're going to win it at a canter. And maybe people only respect league titles when there's like a battle to the end and there's drama involved. Maybe because we're just winning it, that's why everybody's like, only the league. Like maybe if Arsenal were like 1 point behind us and it went all the way to the final day of the season and then we won it on the last day, maybe then they'd be like, we won the league. I don't know. It's that you know what I mean? I'm just trying to like think while we're talking.
It's funny. It's funny you say that. I was watching something a few weeks ago on Talk Shit, and it was Jason Candy saying for him it's been the most boring season in the Premier League in a long time. And I think it's him. Why has it been boring? How has it been boring? Is it boring because Liverpool's run away with the league? Or is the Premier League just boring? For me, Premier League's not boring. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it,
man. Yeah.
So It's more for them because they're not doing so well. That's not our fault that our teams are not performing. We're going out there and we're doing our job. So,
fact.
But I don't understand why people are trying to take shame of what we're doing just because we're performing and they're not. We can only do what we need to do.
Well, I guess it's jealousy. Jealousy, hating.
That's exactly what it comes down to. It comes down to jealousy. But let them be jealous. I'll celebrate 20 of these titles. And next year, hopefully, I'll celebrate 21. Which I think we are generally capable of doing it next season. If we keep Mo Salah and Van Dijk, I think we're capable of going on and retaining the title. Well, a few quality signings. And just on the Trent thing, quickly.
Yeah.
Bun that man. Bun him. Bun him. I don't even want to see him on the trophy parade bus.
Nobody, why? To be honest,
post his medal over to Madrid. I don't even want to see a medal around his neck. He's been through our academy. If he calls himself a Liverpool fan, now a true Liverpool fan would make sure the club are getting something for him. If he goes, the owners aren't ambitious. Well, if you know our owners aren't ambitious, they're not going to spend money, then surely you go, well, I'll make sure the club gets some money for me. That way they can go and invest in it. But no, he's going to leave us on free, knowing who our owners are, knowing our owners don't like spending money. And we're not going to get a penny for you after all the money we've invested into you. I'm sorry, bumming that man. And personally, I'm not bothered by him leaving. I'm bothered by the way he's leaving.
I think that's what's annoying most people. Yeah, because I think that's what's annoying most.
I've seen Robbie Fowler leave this club. I've seen further God leave this football club. So I'm sorry that when I see Fowler, nobody's going to hurt me more than see Robbie Fowler leave. Nobody. Even if Stephen Gerrard left the club, it would not have hurt me as much as Robbie Fowler.
Okay.
So I've seen that, and that was the biggest pain ever. Seeing him coming back was magic. I love Fowler coming back.
Yeah.
For me, you can't. Liverpool's bigger than any player. Liverpool will always be here after Fowlers, after Owens, Stephen Gerrard, Trent. Liverpool will always be here. So, and I'm not really fussed. Plus, for Conor Bradley. And I do generally believe, I told you about Bradley years ago, I do generally believe he's a better defender than Trent.
I think Bradley is we're in good hands with Bradley. I think I don't think as long as he can get over the injuries, because he does seem to pick up a lot of injuries. That's the only worry with Bradley.
That's me. Yes, but yeah. I think we're in good hands with him. I generally do. So Trent leaving doesn't really bother me. It's the way he's leaving.
No, I hear you. I think a lot of people agree with you on that. I would still prefer him to stay. But yeah, I don't like the way he's leaving. Yeah, I don't.
No, of course. If he came out tomorrow and says, no, I've changed my mind, I'm staying, happy days, I would love him to stay.
Yeah.
But if he's going to go, then go. It doesn't bother me. Does not bother me because I think defensively it makes us a better team.
Possible. It's going to be interesting. It is going to be very interesting what happens next season at right back.
That's up to him. Let's say, post his medal to Madrid. But I don't want to see him on the bus. I don't.
No, I hear you, bro.
You can go do one if you want. But guys, I just want to say thank you very much for having us back on. I really appreciate it. I have been watching. I've been watching what you've been doing. No, do you
know, bro? I'm so happy to hear that you've been cleaning up yourself and you've been doing what you're doing. It's brilliant, man. Keep it up, man. Congratulations on that, bro, man.
I appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. You take care of yourselves, man. Good night.
Yeah, man. Love, bro. Till next time.
Bye.
Big up, man. Big up, John, man. Great call there. Glad to see he's doing well, man. I've got one super chat that I think I might have missed before from Jay as well. It says, Dewey is who Diaz thinks he is. Big up, Jay. More Diaz shade. I'm not going to lie, guys. If we lose Diaz, people might start realizing that we, you know what I mean? that we Diaz has been doing more than people are giving him credit for. But I digress. We'll go down that road another time. Right. Last caller of the night before I get to go and eat. And you know what? You've been very patient, bro, as well. So big up yourself, man. Bruno,
Hi.
what's going on?
Can you hear me?
I can, bro. I can. What's going on, man? Big up, man.
Well, first of all, Trent, first of all, that was very stupid. That was very stupid on FSG. Very, very stupid. I'm telling you now, I'm really, really angry. I'm fuming. I'm absolutely fuming. Yeah? So,
at him, at the owners or Trent, bro? Which one?
I'm absolutely fuming at John W. Henry. This guy, I'm fuming. I'm telling you now, the sooner this guy is out of my club, the better. The sooner this guy announces on Sky Sports, BBC that he's leaving, and this time, since Man United are not in the way to get in the way after what happened last time, the sooner this guy announces that he's leaving, there's going to be a party, because this guy has no ambition. Yeah, he has no ambition, no desire. Like I've told you on this show 100 times, and one of the callers said it here on the show as I was watching it. We are the destination. We are the bride. We are the ones that are receiving the trophy. We don't give the trophy away. We are not the ones. We're not a member of the FA, the ones that are presenting the trophy on the stand, on the pole. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. We don't sit here dancing to Busta Rhymes. It's a party. We don't do that here after finishing second. We don't do that here. First place. That is what is expected. Once you get to the top, I've told you this a billion times. Once you get to the top, you strengthen to stay at the top. This means keeping our best players in this team, right? Trent's contract, Van Dijk's contract, and Thingy's contract as well. 3 contracts to sort out. We are in March and still nothing has been done. International break. Oh, and now there's rumours spiraling around that, Trent's leaving to go to Real Madrid. And then I saw a rumour going around for Melissa Reddy, who I'm pretty sure this woman, doesn't she represent Man United? I'm pretty sure she's a Man United journalist. Because she said
if I'm not
that,
mistaken, I think she's actually a Liverpool fan, ironically. But I think Sky put her on Man United. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
I think she's Reddy. Yeah, I think so.
Well, she said that it's false. So which one is it then? Because my head's going a little bit cuckoo here, like the Joker. Which one is it?
No,
and also that thing that Gunnar said. If he has said that, if he has said what he said, he's going to get the George treatment. Remember what happened to him? I blocked him. Yeah? I found his name after he was talking about his missus, and I reported his ass. You know who I'm talking about? That George that was on that Kall-In show after we was doing the FSG chat. Well, if he said those things, he needs to get the same treatment. Bye bye, good night, Vienna, done. See you later, farewell. Because that's not sort of stuff that you say. That's if you have said those things.
It's not looking good for him. It's not. Like I said, I haven't seen it. I know Matt hasn't seen it, but yeah, a lot of the people, and like I was saying to Rod, for example, Matt, about the situation.
Facts,
I know I can't defend anyone, and everyone's responsible for what they say, but it does seem very out of character. That's why I'm so surprised about it.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you get what I mean? Like it does feel very out of character. Like so, again, yeah, it's a weird one. I'm not sure what's going on, but we will check it out and we will see what was said and go from there.
And also, as well, the striker situation, right? Now, this TK striker from
Frankfurt,
from Germany,
Frankfurt,
Frankfurt, right? here's the thing. You said he needs time, right? So if we get this guy and he's our main guy, and the problem is our fan base are not patient. Our fan base wants, they want 30 goals in the Premier League. They want 13 assists in the Premier League, right? This guy, how old is he?
I think FTK is 23, innit? Yeah.
No, 22 is 22.
Okay.
If he comes here, he will get absolutely slaughtered. He will get absolutely slaughtered by the fan base. Do you know why? Because the fan base are not patient with him. Look what happened with Nunes as an example.
Mm.
And now you've got fans of sections of the fan base who are throwing abuse and saying disgusting, vile things about him, which I've already blocked close to 50 people for doing that, by the way. So that's not acceptable. So hopefully they sort these contracts out, because if they don't, like I said, there's going to be blood on the hands of John W. Henry. Because after remember the Super League? Remember the Super Six?
Yeah.
The tickets, the forging of the stuff. Remember those things? I haven't forgotten. Those are like daggers that are being put onto the neck. That's what this is like, right? It's just another. There's a word for it. I can't think of what the word is. It's like another chapter, right? Another chapter in the book that he's ruined, right? It's as simple as this. It's as simple as this. If the contracts are not done, we're next month in April, the month where it's my birthday month. If it's not done before the 20th of April, there's going to be there's going to be serious problems. And if the Liverpool fans, the fans that are going to the games, if they're happy with this, then shame on them.
I hear you. I think a lot of our questions might be answered. I don't know if we've ever spoke about this when you've been on the show, when you've been watching, Bruno. But Matt, you know when that somebody said about the fact that they think April the 3rd or something is like when the football tax year changes. That
I've heard all that.
It would be crazy if we start. And well, we've only got like less than a week to know if we go past that date and then we sign contracts. That is the most FSG thing in the world, to try and make sure it goes over to the next tax year. That is the most.
If that happens, that's crazy. But I don't believe it though. I genuinely don't believe that though, personally.
No, but what happens if within the next 2 weeks we get 2 signatures?
But do you know what it is though? It can also align with Trent leaving, more money on the table.
Yeah, maybe.
Could I just quickly add something there? These contracts, the Van Dijk and the Salah contracts, it's trying to cover up for the fact they couldn't get Trent done. And I ain't going to fall for that garbage. Yeah? I ain't going to fall for that BS. Yeah? It has to be all three. And if one of them doesn't want to sign, you get a replacement that's suitable. None of this square pegs in round holes, as I like to call them. You know what they say, 2020-21 season? Look what happened there. We didn't strengthen and we fell off a cliff, and the rest is ultimately history. Like I told you, I expect winning trophies. I expect us to be competing. Yeah, we are the second biggest club in England. We are the 4th biggest club in the world. We are the Barcelona / Real Madrid of the Premier League. Yeah? That's who we are. We are not a team in the Conference League. We're not a team in League 2. And anyone that says otherwise, you have a right to your opinion, but I have to strongly disagree. We have to do better than that.
I hear it.
Anyway,
I hear it.
Big up as always, man, and big up for the patience as well, bro. I know it was a long wait today, so
big up, Brother. Yeah, you had a long wait because obviously there's been a lot of callers. Trust me, but yeah, man.
Yeah. Anyway, I better get going because my time is up, and I'll see you guys in April. April 28th to be exact.
You get yourself, Bruno, man.
Big up as always, Bruno, man. Good talking, bro.
Thanks for having me.
Man.
Big up, man. Big up, big up. Yeah, man. Bruno was very patient, man. Big up to Bruno. Big up all the callers as well. We've had some great callers today. Yeah, man. Any final thoughts on anything anyone said, bro, or the situation at heart, like at whole in general? Like we've had a couple of days to simmer on the Trent stuff, which is what people want to talk about a lot today.
Yeah, with the whole Trent situation, you know, all the reports that's coming out now, it's techie. Do you believe it? Because a lot of it's all coming from Spain, isn't it? Let's keep it about all coming from Spain. He's definitely going there.
Real Madrid have leaked this, by the way, which is very sneaky from them.
Of course
very
they have.
Sneaky from
of course
them.
they have. We know, but this is what Real Madrid do, innit? They control the media. This is what they do, innit?
Facts, yeah.
I do think though, if this is true though, and I think as time goes on, but I've already slightly changed my stance on it. If it's true that Trent has been planning this for 2 years, then in my opinion, that is snaky. Because you've been planning it, you wanted to just go to Madrid and you tried to keep it hush hush and not say nothing and leave on a free.
I was quite proud of you today when I saw your tweet, by the way.
No, because at the end of the day,
it felt like we were on the same side a bit more now. You know,
yeah, because at the end of the day, it's a thing where, listen, I get it. Every player is different. Everyone wants to do things in their own way. However, you play for Liverpool, and if you respect Liverpool, you could easily say to them, you know, I want to go Real Madrid. Liverpool could then say, you want to go Real Madrid? All right, cool. You know what then? If this was 2023 and you wanted to go Real Madrid, we'll sell you. We're still going to be pissed off, but let's say it comes out that Trent actually said like he wants to go Real Madrid. We'll be pissed off, but he's gone. We get a fee. All right, then you're gone. But the fact that you don't say nothing. But here's another thing, no Drift, that I thought about. You see, when Marcus say they've known since 2023 that this has been in the works, I do think it's naive enough to not think that Liverpool didn't catch wind at some point what was going on. Because in football, things get leaked all the time. Someone can't just not say nothing. Someone always has to say something. And that's why I'm like, did Liverpool know something? And if they did they just be like, oh, well, we're not worried. Like, we know he's going to sign. Because if that's the case, you're naive. And not only that, you just gambled. And you shouldn't gamble with a player like that, of that value. You shouldn't gamble. You should act upon that. And if you feel like Trent was going to go, we wouldn't understand it at the time, yeah? But then you sell him. You have to.
Do you think the club just kept thinking,
you should have sold him?
Change his mind. We can change his mind. Do you think that might have been the feeling? Do you think it might have been like, we can change his mind?
Drift. Do you know what I genuinely feel? Do you know what I genuinely feel what's happened here? I think Trent wanted to leave. Liverpool thought, nah, you want to leave, but you can still look. We're about to win a league. All right, cool. If reports are true, we're going to offer you a big contract. Don't think it's 300 grand a week, but we're going to offer you a bigger contract. Trent's probably gone, I think about it. I'll think about it. But really and truly, man knows, yeah, I'm kind of going Real Madrid.
It's just techie.
It's mad techie, because I don't know. I'm not Trent. You're not Trent. Like, only Trent knows how he's feeling, innit? Only he knows where he made up his mind 2 years ago, whether it was last year, whether it was, do you know what it could have been? When Klopp left. Remember, he was crying, I think, in the last game of
he was
of last season. I was buying, and maybe he thought, that's the time I need to go, man. This is the end of like the legacy of me being at Liverpool. I saw everything with Klopp. I don't know that. I don't know. But I will say this, though. I don't want to speak too much about his brothers because I don't know his brothers, but I have seen some stuff where I'm a bit like, yeah, that's a bit mad still. With his brothers.
Is it? Okay.
I'm not going to go. I don't know.
Quite a few people have said that, like in the chat and stuff, that they think his brother might be heavily influencing his decision. So And again, it'd be very
Tyler. It's Tyler. I think it's Tyler.
It'd be very weird if he does make a decision only based on what his brother's advising as well, because it's his career. Because some people are saying that he's securing the bag for the whole family with this, because his brother will probably get a couple mil out of the deal as well and stuff like that. But it's like, I get it, but you can't make your brother's future bright by dimming your own future. And I'm not saying Real Madrid is dimming your future, but in terms of like legacy and what this might mean, his brother's not going to be the one having to go through the streets with a belly on, worried about people seeing him. Trent will, though. Do you get what I mean?
Their family, they see it as, it's like, all right, like, say me, you, and Kyle are literally brothers, literally blood brothers, yeah? And say you play for Liverpool. And you, remember, this is different now. So when we're just chilling on a normal day, when you're not kicking ball, we're just linking up, whatever, we're chilling, whatever, you might just say, you know what, I love the club here, but like, I don't really know where the club's going, bro. Like, they're taking long with Virgil and Salah. I've seen Mane leave. I've seen Firmino leave, and the replacements that we brought in ain't quite worked. I get the feeling that the club want to do a rebuild, but I'm 25. I kind of still want to win. Do you think it's mad for me if I want to leave? I'll say to you this. First of all, it's your future. Secondly, what I would say as your brother is, don't limit yourself in the sense of, don't just think this has to be it. Because you got to think of it from that perspective. You got to think of it like, I know we're Liverpool fans, so for us, Liverpool is the be-all, end-all. But from an outsider, they will say, listen, if another big team like Real Madrid want you, there's an opportunity there that maybe you should consider. You got to imagine his brothers are saying that. And not only that, not to be disrespectful, because again, I don't know the brothers. I don't know nothing about them. But I think one of them, Tyler's agent, yeah, they're going to pocket a lot of money from this as well. They are financially, like, they're going to gain a lot of money. Like, a lot. Do you get what I mean? So, brothers, techie, the only thing I don't like about it is this, though. If, again, Virgil and Salah, bro, don't sign the deal, it's just going to make it look even worse for FSG. And I do feel like Trent will, even though some people will say what he is or whatever, people might start thinking, you know what? Even though he left on the free is wrong, I kind of get it. Because now we've lost Salah and now we've lost Virg.
Yeah, because Trent gets a lot of grace if they leave. Yeah, he does.
Whereas if they don't leave, you would arguably say he just maybe wanted out for various reasons. I don't know, innit? But but I'll be real with you. If Salah and Virgil leave, that already says to me that FSG brought back Michael Edwards and he brought in Richard Hughes because they're looking to do a full rebuild. Like, they're scrapping everything. We're starting from scratch under Arne Slot. So that was the last hurrah. Now,
yeah. And again, I don't really know how they recover from it. It'll be very stupid and naive to sit here and say we'll be so done that we can't ever win anything, because again,
no. But it'll take time that we as fans feel like we've missed out on, because it took us 30 years to win another Prem, and then now obviously we're about to win one like 5 years after the 30. So won it in year 30, won it now in year 35 since we last won, not the Prem but the Prem before. You don't want to see it, bro. No Liverpool fan in here, whether you was born in 2000, like Tom Little, big up Tom Little. Where was he? I can't remember. But like, what I'm saying is, you don't want to be at a top club, supporting a top club, and you have to wait like 10 years to win another like major trophy. I don't want to be doing that. You don't want to be doing that. There's people in the chat don't want to be doing that.
Can FSG recover from losing all three? I don't.
No, they can't, bro. They can't. They actually, if FSG lose all three under this ownership, I know there will still be FSG people in, because they will say, look at the ages, they can justify the money. But in my opinion, I would look at it as, you needed those important players, their captains of their nations, especially Trent and Virgil. Sorry, Salah and Virgil. and the experience that you need. So even if you was going to bring in a Huijsen and say you was going to bring in, I don't know, using Mbeumo as an example, do you not understand what it would do if Mbeumo and Huijsen are learning off Virgil and Salah? So when they do eventually leave, they can take over.
Yeah, facts.
Do you get what I'm saying?
And can you imagine if they do leave and we bring in, say, someone like Mbeumo, who's not a crap player, but imagine the pressure of Mbeumo not being the understudy to Salah,
he's
having
now
to replace Salah.
Yeah.
Like, that's the level of pressure that I don't know if someone like Mbeumo is ready for.
I don't think he'll be able to cope, personally.
I look around world football, bro, and I actually think the only person I can look at and go, I think you could cope with that pressure is Mbappe. Everyone else, I don't know if they cope with the pressure of taking Salah's space. I really don't, bro. Because these are huge boots to fill, bro.
This is Mohamed Salah.
This is Salah, bro. this is crazy,
ain't a joke,
bro.
Salah been doing this thing since he walked into the
bro.
league, 17, 18.
You need a different level of mentality to take over from Mo at Liverpool.
Bruv, even Virgil as well, bruv.
Yeah, of course. 100%. 100%.
Like, Virgil, I'm going to be so real. No one compares to Virgil. It don't matter what centre back. You could get me Schlotterbeck, Bastoni, whoever. It's not Virgil. Virgil, for me, is the most irreplaceable. Because in an attack, I feel like you can get a winger who's good, like an Mbeumo, but to compensate for Salah, you have to get an Isak to get the goals, if that makes sense. So Mbeumo will get his goals, but now remember, Mbeumo is now going to come up against low blocks. Mbeumo comes up against teams that like to play against his team. Mbeumo's not used to low blocks like that on a week-to-week basis.
Yeah. And that's always the change in how do you play when you're playing for a team who's expected to win against a team who, if they win, they win. It's true. It's a very different transition mentally and like physically in terms of your game. So yeah, it's interesting, man. It's interesting. But people, we are gonna wrap up there. It's been a good show, man. Big up to all the callers again. Hope everyone enjoyed that. Yeah, man, it's been a good one, man. Tomorrow I will be back on Big Up, guys, for the FA Cup. Doing the FA Cup this weekend as well. So hopefully you guys can join me for that. The link is in the chat right now, guys, so you know exactly where to find me. Matt, you got anything going over the weekend, bro?
I don't think so, you know. I've got a busy weekend, but not in terms of streaming, I don't think. But if anything changes, I'll let you know, chat. I'll let you know. I'll let the people them know. But I don't think I've got anything planned this weekend. I don't think so, anyway.
Cool. So we'll probably see you back on Monday.
Probably Monday. Actually, no, I won't be on Monday. It's my son's birthday.
Okay, so it might be the match then, because we play on Wednesday.
Yes.
So maybe
where?
That might be the next time.
Merseyside derby, yeah. But obviously, if I can do some stuff before then I'll let the people them know, because Matt's awake now. People have had a long day, trust me. I've had a long day. But we move.
Yeah, it's been the longest day, man.
Yeah, it's my son's birthday on Monday, man. You get me? So big up Kyrie's his birthday on Monday, man. You get me?
Man. Obviously, we'll give man that birthday shout out on the day as well. Big up to little man.
Trust me.
But yeah, man, people, it's been a pleasure. Hope we've enjoyed. And we will catch you on the flip side, man. Big up yourselves. Till next time. And I hope I see you tomorrow, guys, for the FA Cup game. It's going to be a big game. Nottingham Forest and Brighton. I think that's going to be a romper stomper tomorrow.
That's going to be a sick game.
Proper game of football, man. So hope to see you there, guys. Until then, peace.
Love, peeps. Big up the chat.